skydiving or saying yes to him at the altar, you had a very honest conversations. It sounds like your mom was even involved. The show doesn't really show that at all, and it's very unclear how much you know about Tyler's situation, but you knew all of this prior to saying yes.
100%. And at this point, we should have just filmed it. Unfortunately,
because it feels like it's more damage has been done because of what the internet is spewing than what you could have just said.
Yeah.
And Tyler didn't know what he should or shouldn't say. We can debate whether, yes, we all agree we should have said it, but we understand why. Yeah. And then at that point, once it came out, he was still trying to protect the kids and his friend, not realizing what she was going to do. And that's why we wish
yeah. And I think that, again, we did try to do it to protect the kids. And I don't really feel bad for making us talk about it, because again, I think it would have been worse. But
oh, baby. Lord, my Lord. Let me make myself big so you can see me. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another round. I'm your girl, Jay. I'm sorry. I feel like I've been on a daggone airplane. My ears like clogged for some odd reason. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, my name is Jay. I'm your host and bartender for the day. And child, we about to get drunk on some mess again, okay? Because we got another cocktail reaction to go down to. And thank you, Love is Blind, for it, all right? I want to shout out to Nick VIALL show. I hope I'm saying his last name right. Nick VIALL, Nick Paddywhack. Yeah, okay. We threw some dogs some bones, and child, we should have just buried them. We should have just buried them real quick, because this is a whole mess. But we gonna try to save Ashley, okay? We gonna try to save Ashley, because denial is a river and delusion is an ocean, and she is stuck in the middle of it without a life vest, okay? We gonna try to go out there and helicopter her in and save this girl, because baby. But give me a little minute, you know what I'm saying? Let me get it together. My daughter about to leave up out of here. Let me say bye to her real quick. Lock the door on your way out. Love you. You want to say hi to the people? All right, babes. Love you. Bye. Everybody else, for me, and y'all show me some love if you can, please. Go ahead, like the video. If you are in the chat right now, if you're watching this on a replay, please like the video. Show me some love. Leave me some comments. Maybe I'll say something that touched your heart later on, and you want to tell me about it. Please let me know how I have affected you. But we're going to get into it, child. She said, and I quote, F them kids, not just lamb. But no, she just said she don't feel no type of way. She don't feel no type of way about it being aired out. And you know what, baby? Stand on that, okay? Because that should be your life vest. That should be your life vest, okay? We're going to get into this daggone video, though. I put the link in the description box. Down below so you can watch the whole video. I am not going to do the whole video. I was kind enough to go ahead and give y'all some notes, baby. I did notes, okay? I did notes. All right, this is why it took me a while. I didn't do a blind reaction this time. I decided, let me sit down and actually go through this, because sometimes when I do a blind reaction, I be a little reactive. And so I didn't want to be too reactive. I actually want to have some messages up in this thing and stuff. And maybe I didn't want to miss something. I didn't want to miss anything, all right? But, she starts off as basically saying, she don't have no regrets for it coming on camera. It is what it is. She said what she said, and it is, it is what it is. So y'all remember, I'm going to give y'all some key points to remember. Remember that she don't really care that it came on camera. Now, my job in this whole video, what I'm going through this video, is to figure out where the truth lies. Like I told y'all before, when Bride came out with her video, when Deshaun came out with her video, when Nana came out with her video, my thing was to say the truth is somewhere in between all of their stories. I want to hear from Tyler. Well, we didn't get Tyler. We got Ashley. Okay, because Ashley feel like she can do better damage to control than Tyler. At this point right now, maybe she can, because when they try to replay the video back, he kept lying anyway. But that's neither here nor there. Let's see if this girl can actually do better damage control than he did, because maybe she got a PR degree where all of y'all fake journalists on TikTok failed to get y'all degree. And I ain't about to shout out nobody, because I don't think they fake on TikTok, because the tea been very hot. Okay, the tea has been very, very hot. You know, I like me a Tokyo tea because I like all the stuff up in it, and it's been a nice, strong, stiff Tokyo tea with Story Time with Ricky. Okay, shout out to Story Time with Ricky again, because had it not been for Story Time with Ricky, these people will be living a life of tit and breath. Lord Jesus, Tiffany and Brett. That's it. What's his name? Brett? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think his name is Brett. Now I don't forget the people name or whatever. But they would be having a nice, boring life. None of us all in their business and everything like that. Happy, still in love, still doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Getting their money. They'll be over there like them. They be doing like all the other couples in the past who has not really had too much drama. Just regular life, relationship stuff. They would have been doing just fine like them. We would not be here trying to dissect and break down all of this stuff. But thanks to Storytime with Ricky for keeping it 100 with us when everybody else wouldn't. Here we are. Okay, so shout out to her, first of all, and who knows it better than Ashley, baby? So let's hear from Ashley. Who knows the story better than Ashley? So let's hear what Ashley got to say, okay? Let me take it back to the top real quick. Let's get it, okay? I'm going to skip over the very, very beginning, because the very, very beginning, they just going through the blah, 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 getting her real comfortable to like unleash her hell upon the earth, okay? They got her real, real comfy. They talk about some things, and I'm going to tell you what's going on in the beginning, but I do advise y'all to go and watch it back yourself. Actually, you know what? I did write these notes for a reason, child. I got pages of notes. Let me go to this part real quick, because this part was coming up right after. So after I stopped it. So let me go to this part right here, because this is actually the real part that I really wanted y'all to see when we started this video, because this is going to be the tone of my whole video right here. Okay. So what she says is going to be very, very important. It's going to set the tone for this whole video that I'm about to make right now. All right. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Please do like Elsie said. Please like the chat, like the video. Participate in the chat. I like to hear what y'all have to say. Hello, Samantha. How are you? And happy to see you. I appreciate you all being here. So let's get into what she had to say. Let's get into it, baby, because mommy told we that she don't like certain things, okay? And let's hear what she got to say with her own words.
Not saying that the children are a blip, because they'll attack me for that. But like I'm saying, then that blip of dishonesty and that blip of omission. And I'm a big person of trust. And so that was hard for me, because omission is a lie. And I wanted to make sure that this was just a mistake and not a character flaw.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. I agree, boo. I agree wholeheartedly with you. I definitely agree with you. Omission is a lie. And one thing a relationship does need is trust. We definitely need trust in a relationship. So, I need to know that I can trust you. Here's the funny thing about the omission piece, though, that we seem to overlook. Because I always say this. If y'all go through some of my videos when I start talking about honesty and transparency, those are two different things. They go hand to hand together, and it'd be nice if they always were together, but they don't always go together. Honesty and transparency are two literally different things. People want transparency when they're asking for honesty. Transparency is me divulging information to you without really having to be asked. This is me being see-through. This is me giving you everything about me. Do we actually do that in relationships? Do we actually do that when we first meet people? Do we just say, hey, my name is, my address, my PIN number? We don't do that. We don't do that. But we do expect when we ask a question that the person is honest and transparent with us. At least that's what we hope. We hope for them both. We're lucky if we get one or the other. A lot of times we may just get the honesty part of it, or partial truths, or here and there and stuff like that. But I agree with Ashley. It is a very, very important thing. It's something that you definitely do want to have in a relationship. It really helps the relationship. And Elle said, don't do the kids a blip, because that's what she said, that y'all was gonna try to take it out of context. See, you're doing exactly what she said don't do. She said, don't do her. She said, don't do her. Okay, that's not what she meant. She meant the honesty and stuff, because she wanted to make sure Tyler was not a character flaw, that this was just a one-off. This was just a mistake. This was just a mistake. Okay. No, she said she want to make sure she's not talking about the kids. Don't do her. Elle said, don't do her. Okay, don't do her. Don't do her. Don't do her. She said she want to make sure that y'all know she was talking about him not coming forth and being honest about these kids was just a one-off and not a mistake. Now, keep that in mind. She just want to say just a one-off, that his omission, his lie, his not telling her and robbing her, her words, she said robbing her of her decision. She wanted to make sure that this was just a mistake and not a character flaw. Okay? The man that she married, she want to make sure this is not a characteristic of his, that he is not a habitual liar, a habitual line crosser. She want to make sure that's what he is not. Okay? So we are here to help her find out if her man, her husband, is not a habitual liar. Okay? So we're going to get into how it, now, like I say, in the beginning of the video, they talked about, other things that happened in the pod, how it was that she got here. She told us that she went on her 1 year of abstinence, and she'd been on her healing journey, and she is in a space now that she has developed some self-awareness. She is about herself. She is, the queen that she is. She has built herself up to be a woman who is ready to be in a married, committed relationship. She had a relationship. She had a relationship with a man. Prior to this, they knew each other from 13. I think she gets into this a little bit later into the video. We might see some of this, but they've been together. Oh no, this is not it there. Yep. So they've been together while they knew each other from 13. They've been together for 19, for almost a decade. Okay. So from about 19 to almost 29 years old, she been with this person. Okay. Keep that in mind. She basically had one relationship. That's what she's telling us. Okay. From 19 to almost 29, 28, 29, somewhere around there, almost a decade, they've been together. After that, for 4 years, she casually dated. So, okay, let me see. So she's 32 now. So up until 4 years. So I guess I'm gonna give her. She say almost a decade. So about 27. I guess around 27. That's when they broke up. She thought it was gonna go. She was gonna go to marriage with this man. They broke up. For 4 years, she casually dated. She's very, very, very picky. This is all the beginning. Y'all go watch this in the beginning. Okay. If you want a time step on certain things, 12:22 mark, that's when she talk about the ex. 13:09, that's where she talks about how picky and she casually dated. She's very, very, very picky, and she's an overthinker. Okay. I need y'all to keep all of these things in mind. Keep in mind that she understands that omission is lying. She needs truth in her life or whatnot. She also understands that, she has only really dated one person, like seriously dated one person, according to her. After that, it's been casual dating for the next 4 years. She's very, very picky, and she's an overthinker. Okay. They asked their very first question about Tyler somewhere around the 13:42 mark. They say the very first comment, how did Tyler, him being the way he did, kind of make her feel? She said she felt overwhelmed. You will see her not really expressing much, and that's where we, the audience, thought she didn't really like him too much. She says it was refreshing for her, though it was overwhelming. It was very refreshing for her to hear a man speak his thing, and it kind of made her feel like she felt like she was his only option. That's what made her feel good. And she's a very loyal person. She goes on to speak how she's a very loyal person. So here we are now, about the 19-minute mark. Let me get it up. And she's going to start to talk about the relationship that we seen transpire on the show. Okay, so y'all bear with me. I'm gonna get it up here. Let me add that back to the stage. There we are, and we're gonna listen.
I mean, I feel like we can bounce around, of course, but
I'm trying to in my head because, well, let's get to the.
It kind of did come out of nowhere on the show.
Yeah.
The bomb of him having children.
Yeah.
There she is.
Well, we're watching it, and then all of a sudden there's a serious tone, and it's you and Tyler, and you're very distraught, and he's apologizing, and you're kind of speaking in this like, I can't believe you didn't tell me type of energy. And I don't know if it was a coincidence or not, but right before it seemed like those episodes dropped, there was chatter online about Tyler allegedly having children. We're like, holy shit, what's going on? How did he not bring this up in the pods? Especially all the conversation that you and Tyler had about kids. I think right after that, we had seen a conversation with your father and Tyler and you all about having kids. It was just like, this is not something you just leave out. So let's maybe start there in terms of, can you bring us into the room where I think a lot of people were wishing, why wasn't this caught on camera? How did this even get brought up? And I guess, how did the conversation go from there in terms of what?
Great question, Nick. How did this even get brought up? How did this question get brought up? Why did it get brought up? How? Let's find out. Let's let her talk, okay?
You found out about Tyler's past, and then can you start shedding some light on what the truth is? Because there seems to be a lot of speculation and accusations and rumors that are flying all over the internet about the man that you married. And if you could set the record straight, that would be super helpful.
Yeah. So the reason it seems awkward in that scene when everyone's like, what is happening? She's in this beanie and she's like sitting here, very serious. And I've been so giddy the entire time. Right. So the night before, ironically, me, Tyler, and Nick D went out to like a bar down the street from the complex we all were staying in for like the reality part of it. And we had like a few drinks, and then we came back, and then he was like sitting on the couch and his tone was kind of weird. And I just was like, okay. Like I drink red wine too, so I'm like kind of sleepy. And he's like, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, okay, about what? And so I sit down. He's like, sit down. Oh, no, he said, sit down. I'm like, when someone says that,
anxiety
immediately makes me anxious.
Yeah, please don't get mad. I need to tell you something.
Yeah. And so I'm like, and this worse when they text you it. And you're like, just say
we
it.
need to talk.
We need to talk in 10 hours. Yeah.
But not right now.
Yeah.
Later.
It's like, just pause and don't say it, So I sit down and I'm like, what? And so he's just like sitting there staring in the weirdest way. And I go, please tell me you don't have an STD. Like,
oh my,
because that would be, I'm sorry, not against anyone who does, but like, that's something I should know first, again, prior to getting married and being sexually active, right?
It's also something that if you did find out would be difficult potentially to deal with.
Yeah,
it's something you would have to learn to accept.
100%.
So there's no.
Yeah. And so he's like, no. And I'm like, oh. Okay. I'm like, what, you got some kids or something?
Oh,
like
you guessed it?
And he doesn't laugh.
No.
He doesn't laugh. And my...
Story time, real quick. This is where I empathize with Ashley, baby. I had an incident happen to me like this. I literally had an incident happen to me like this with my first love, baby. My first love. out of high school, okay? But we were off and on. We was off and on. Long story short, we was off and on, okay? But my guy had a baby up on me. And we had got back together. And we've been together for like a month or so, almost 2 months. And I called him up one day. And I was just like, hey, what you doing? And I hear this baby crying in the background. I'm like, who baby your mama babysitting? He like, that's my baby. I said, nah, quit playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, quit playing. Who baby y'all got over there? Who is that? One of your little nephews, your little cousin or something and stuff? Who baby is that? He like, no, that's my baby. When he literally said it the second time, I felt just like how she felt. My heart sunk to the bottom of my stomach. I was just like, say what now? I hung up the phone, called his mama on the other line. I was like, ma'am, whose baby is that? She like, that's his baby. I said, nah, y'all playing. Like, nah, for real, for real. She like, no, it's shocking to me too. That's his baby. I said, oh. And so this is why I feel like Ashley a little bit, because I felt the lie in the omission of it, because he knew the time that we were hanging out during my birthday. This dude done spent literally the whole weekend with me and my family during my birthday or whatever. Never once decided that he wanted to tell me about he about to have a baby. He got a baby on the way. The baby is even here. Nothing. Literally was not going to tell me. We've been back together for about a month or so. Did not even know that this man had a whole baby. Now, as I did the research, the baby did occur on our off term. Like wherever it happened and stuff like that, when I did the math, the baby was in the off term. I told him to do his due diligence, make sure the baby is even his. Full story and full flex. When I ran back into him later on, found out the baby ain't even his. So we could have actually probably still been together, but either way it go. I felt her in this moment, because I do feel her pain in that, like somebody just dropping this bomb on you like that. That's very heavy, you know what I'm saying? And you were just all in this heavenly bliss. I would never, me and that boy went through a lot of things, but that was nothing I ever expected. And like when I say this is my first love, I'm really thinking that I'm about to be his first, at least his first baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my boo. This babe. Like, what? We've been going strong for a minute. Like, I met this boy when I was in the 10th grade. I am now a senior. I'm about to be up out this thing. This is how long we've been rocking. Like, what? And when I say I done went through some things, I have to do a members live on how this story, because this one right here, this one taught me a lot. But I feel her in this moment. I feel her. I understand where she's coming from. So it's like, okay, girl, I could rock with you and stuff. But here's one thing that I'm going to tell y'all. One thing I was never going to do is come between him and his child. And secondly, I was going to make sure that, as far as me staying in his life, I would have found out, like, if this is really your baby. We going to get all to the details of everything, since that's what you're saying, because this was a dude that women wanted. My Negro was popular, okay? He was running the track. He was doing that, okay? He got body. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He could put the thing down, all right? My baby, like, that was my baby. And women was flocking to this man. Like, I was getting phone calls on a regular from women about this man. So I feel her. I get it. Like, the crushing blow. But let me let her finish. We're going to let her continue. So before I let her continue, this is where I feel like I could have rocked with Ashley and her decision on it. But she's going to say a lot of stuff that's going to be like, yeah, no, I can't rock with you on this, on this aspect like this. I don't mind a person I've been with people that I've given chances to. It's just like, okay, you probably never dealt with a woman you could tell the truth to. So let me give you that opportunity to tell the truth, because everybody is not going to give you that opportunity to tell the truth. So let me be a guide for you on how you can be truthful to a woman and you still get what you want. I am one of them women. You can be truthful, because my whole thing is, don't take my freedom of choice away. Let me choose to make whatever crazy mistakes I want to make, but don't take that away from me. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to talk to God for me. You're not going to explain, oh, I'm the reason why she's in this position now. Allow me to be the human being, the adult, that person that God made me to be, to make my own decisions. Just tell me the truth. More likely, I'm going to rock with you if it's something that works into like my set and my alignment. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your goal works into my alignment, guess what? We teammates. We can do this together. But just don't take that part away from me. Don't take my freedom of choice. That to me is just like the most disrespectful thing a person can ever do. And that's why I was so so pissed off when we first heard this situation with Tyler, because you literally took her option away. You took her choice away. And come to find out, she's going to talk about how she had another guy in there, though they didn't really connect and vibe in any way. She just dismissed that person because he had a child. You know? So you took her freedom of choice away when you did that. That was to me, that was effed up on his part. So I'm like, I could rock with you through this, sis. You're going to give this man a chance. I can deal with it. A lot of people won't give you that second chance. Once you lie to him once, that's it. That's a wrap. But she want to be forgiven. She want to give grace. I'm with you. I'm with you. Sometimes people need grace so they can learn how to grow and evolve. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that part of Ashley. You know what I'm saying? But Ashley is going to do a whole bunch of different things in this whole story that I'm just not rocking with. I'm just not going to rock with. I can't rock with it, okay? It's a lot that she's going to do.
My heart sank to the ground. I feel like I'm put back there right now as I'm telling you the story. And I'm like, what do you mean? And so he begins to deep dive into the conversation a little, not fully. I won't say deep dive. He begins to allude to the fact that he was a sperm donor for,
What the freak is allude? What you mean by allude? Did he tell you or he didn't tell you? Did he tell you he was a sperm donor, or he allude? How do a person allude that I'm a sperm donor? Do you just be like, I kind of like, you know what I'm saying? you know, when I go over and then they get worked up and then the juices flow and then, the fuck you, what
a lesbian couple who was married, and, he was afraid to tell me because he didn't want to lose me. And I was like, that's robbery. You robbed me of my choice, because in the pods, like, all factors are at play, and I was so caught off guard. We talked from like 11 until
first red flag on the play. First red flag on the play. He robbed you. He robbed you by omission. I don't know what Ashley's red flag limit is, okay? Y'all tell me in the chat what y'all red flag limit is. 1, 2, 3, infinity. Y'all tell me what y'all's is. I don't know what Ashley's red flag is. I know that after the second lie, I might, depending on how deep we are, I might give you the second lie. But after that, you a habitual liar to me. After that second bold-faced lie, like you look me in my face and you sit there and tell me a bold-faced lie, after that second one, technically you a bold-faced liar for the rest of your life when it comes to me. I ain't giving you no more chances. So you got 2. You got 2. 3, you out. I'm like baseball. 3, you is out, baby. Okay? Don't hit a foul ball. I'm counting that as a strike. You out. I'm not asked for giving as baseball. You can get all 4 fouls and stuff like that. No. You can't. You do 2 strikes and a foul. That's your 3rd strike, baby. That's your 3rd strike. My boundaries is firm and stuff, but this is here's the thing. She told us in the beginning, and I want y'all to go back and watch it on the Nick Valfa. She tells you in the beginning how she's got her boundaries all up. She sets her boundaries. She's going to tell you all of these wonderful things, that Ashley is just this great, wonderful person, and she done came a long way. She done got it up. She's built herself up to be great and understanding and all this stuff like that. She got her boundaries. We on lie number 1 so far. Number 1 we can prove. There's probably a few more lies up in there and stuff like that, but this is number 1 we can approve, okay? Because the religious part of it, it's a 0.5. It's a 0.5 of a lie. Okay, it's a half lie. It's a what they call a little white lie. You know how they like to do it. The little white lie. They don't want to say a whole Negro lie. They just want to say a little white lie. All right, but let her continue. Oh, don't worry, this queen won't quit. Them lies has been counted, boo. Because if you listen to me as I tell you back her story right now, me recounting her story has already exposed so many of her lies already. Because she tells you how she got boundaries and she just know all of these things and all this stuff like that. Okay. She betrays herself. That's what it is. It's not that Tyler, I would like to say Tyler needs to give her the life raft because this is his problem or whatever. But at this point, she's betraying herself. All that year hard work that she's put in, I'm going to tell you right now, she's betraying herself. And you know why she's betraying herself? Because as y'all listen to this story, listen to how she tells her this story. She is not comfortable with any of this information that she has to give out right now. You see how I just told you that whole story about my ex or whatever and stuff like that? I'm fully comfortable with that situation. Not only because it's so far removed from me, but shortly after I was comfortable enough to even have a conversation back with him. I was comfortable enough to even talk back to him and have a whole relationship with that man afterwards. I am actually comfortable with the stuff that I deal with. Like, when you're not comfortable, you got to keep trying to spin the story to benefit yourself. She gonna spin this story so many different ways. Everybody's going to be at fault at the end of this story, except for Ashley, who made the decision to marry this man. Everybody's going to be at fault. Even the kids are going to be at fault for existing at some point in this story. Watch. The twins, so the son is not going to be at fault, but the twins is going to be at fault for existing. Not the parents that made the twins, not Ashley, who made the decision to be with a man who made the twins, but the twins themselves for existing is going to be at fault. Denial is a river and delusion is the ocean, baby.
About the situation, but I didn't really ask the questions I really wanted to in that moment because of shock and because I was just trying to get around.
What time did you ask the questions, Ashley? I get it in the beginning. You're shocked. You're shocked. What time did you ask the questions? Did you ask have you asked the questions yet? Have you really asked the questions you needed to ask? Have you asked any of the questions that you needed to ask, Ashley?
On the fact of how we had all of these kids conversations and this is happening to me. And I also was kind of like, oh no, And
do you remember, like, when you asked him, like, what do you have kids? And he just stood there. What were the first words out of his mouth in terms of, well, how did he actually describe his situation?
He was like, well, yes. And I was like, how many? And he was like 3. And he said, I was a sperm donor for, a lesbian couple.
Flag number 2 on the play. So is these triplets? Baby, my shock would have been gone as soon as she said 3. Are these triplets? How do we be a donor 3 times? To the same couple that you're friends with.
And at that conversation, we didn't deep dive into to what capacity, right? And so I, again, wasn't asking the right questions in that moment. I mainly was just trying to figure out how he lied. Like, omission is a lie. Let's be clear about that. And I remember just being hurt by all of it because I just didn't know. Because even if it was just a mere sperm donor situation at the time, that's still something I should have known, right? So from there, you know, he was saying he doesn't want to talk about it on camera, or, you know, he doesn't want to hurt that family or like have people searching for them. Like, these kids have to go to school, like whatever. So I'm like, there's no way I can continue in this experiment if we don't talk about
it. This should be the end of the interview. This should be the end of the interview right here. There's no way I can continue with this relationship. Ain't no need to talk about it or anything like that, because thank you. You robbed me of my choice. I need nothing further. I need to go where I am given all my free will that God has given me. Now that you think you are better than God, I need to go where God has given me free will, and a person that respects the fact that God has given me free will to make my own decisions by giving me the truth up front. I appreciate you, sir. It was nice meeting you. Have a nice day. I hope you and those kids be well. You know, we could possibly be friends in the future, but right now I need some closure. Just back up off me, bro. Just back up off me, bro. Let me give me some time, because right now I do not know who the freak you are. You told me you was this man when, you know, you led me to believe with no kids, because so far we've had so many kid conversations and you never once brought up the fact that you had 3 already. You sat here in my face and played in my face by sitting there having all these kid conversations, and never once did you bring up that you already started that. You already started that process. So no. Conversation's done. We really don't need to talk about it. You don't want to bring that family, no drama to that family. I don't want to bring no drama to that family. Guess what? We don't need to talk about it no more. We're good. I wish you and those kids well. Do what you must do. That should have been the end of the conversation. You feel me? Right there should have been the end of the conversation, because from somebody that is healed, I'm not really talking about me. From somebody that is supposed to be healed or in their healing journey would be like, you're clearly not, you're not in a space that's aligned where I'm going right now. You're trying to bring me back to my past, and I don't want to be there. You may even be a test to see how far I came along. And guess what? I'm about to pass this test with flying colors, because I need you to go on your own spiritual journey, find yourself. And sometime during the course of the future, if we happen to be still single and we meet back up, we will see what it does then. But right now, you are not truthful with yourself to even be truthful for me. And with me, I just don't want that type of person, because let's rewind. The person that she was with before dealt with infidelity. Generally, dealing with infidelity means that there's some lies that are in play. Somebody is lying somewhere to have a secret situation going on. I don't want to deal with a liar anymore. Maybe this is not what she's saying. Maybe that I'm just projecting right now. But if I was Ashley, that would be me. If I went on a healing journey, I found myself, I'm being honest with myself. I want somebody to bring that same thing to the table with me. Be honest with me. If you got something going on, be honest with me. Maybe I have to do Erykah Badu and I'll see you next lifetime. Now she looking like Beyonce. Now I got 3 kids up in my home. Denial is a river and delusion is an ocean.
About this in some capacity, because I've been giddy the entire time and my energy is this low right now. The viewers are going to see it. When you meet my friends, they're going to see it. They know me. We have to talk about it in some capacity. So
we're no longer worried about the kids anymore. We're no longer worried about Tyler as a liar. Now we all focus on how I look. Everything is about how Ashley feels, Ashley looks. Ashley. Okay, got it. She's still in her healing journey. She's putting Ashley first. Not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, sis. But the conversation should have stopped right there. You don't want to have this conversation on the camera because you don't want to expose your life with that family. You don't want to expose the good deed you did for that family. You don't want people to research that family. Cool. Guess what? I don't want to fake for my family. So since we can't have a real conversation on camera out of respect for you, I'm going to have to respectfully decline from this situation. Now we have mutual respect for each other. You respecting that family and you want to keep it private, even though it's part of your life, your story, that's cool. My story is I want somebody that is honest with me, that I can sit here and be in public with and not have to worry about anything. So respectfully, we just need to part our ways and go separately. We had a great time. It wasn't for a long time. It is what it is. I don't know. My healing journey be a little different. You know what I'm saying? I'd be understanding that I don't have to be tied to nobody in this world. She talks about in her healing journey how she got to a space. She's a people person and she got to a space of understanding being alone don't mean you have to be lonely. Child, you're acting like you're lonely. You're acting like you are lonely, ma'am. Because respectfully, y'all should have declined each other. I don't care how much he all up into you and all of this stuff. All of a sudden, if you all up into me off of a lie, you not really all up into me. Because you don't respect me enough to tell me the truth up front. You don't respect the fact that I'm grown enough to make an adult decision that can benefit us both in the long run.
Well, the next day I leave, I get my stuff, I move back home to my own apartment. They are like, come back and just have the conversation to whatever way you guys feel comfortable on camera.
Did you like reach out to production and be like, hey, just, this happened?
Tyler did.
Tyler did.
Okay.
Yes, you reached out to production, or yes, he reached out to production. Child, don't confuse me now. Keep the story one way. Let the man land on his question before you answer. See, you so proactive on answering. You don't even know what the question is. So did he reach out to production or did Tyler reach out to production? Is Tyler trying to get you back? Because he don't want to have the conversation. So why are we negotiating how much of this conversation we could possibly have on camera? He don't want to out that family as he puts it, as he puts it. So why are we negotiating how much conversation we can have on camera? Because this for me needs to be all the way out. I need to know the ins and outs on how you get 3 babies from a donation. Was this a one time you did it in a cup and they sat here and kept trying from the cup? They just froze it and they kept coming back to the cup. I need to know all the information. So if you're not willing to have the information the way I now want it, because see, when you had it your way, you could have told me the information anytime you wanted to when it was on your way, on your terms. You could have wrote a note in the pods, slid that note over to me and said, hey, when you alone, I want you to read this note. It's something near and dear to my heart. I need you to read this note and understand. I want to talk to you about it. But this setting is just not it because I want to respectfully do this. And if she sat there and agreed to still go down this process with you, then y'all could have had that private conversation. And respectfully, they probably could have kept it off camera. There's so many different ways that this could have been handled. But now the ball is in your court, Ashley. The ball is definitely in your court because he now has to make up to you for the fact that he lied. So you got the ball in your court. This is what you decide to do with the ball in your court. Let's go on camera. Let's have this conversation on camera because I'm going to feel some type of way in front of my friends, in front of my family. They're going to see it all over my face. The audience is going to see all over their face. It's going to be a problem. Now, keep in mind, I want y'all, my audience, to keep in mind. She states that the audience is going to notice all of these changes in Ashley. So this is about Ashley now. This is about her. Thank you, Anonymous. How you say, Zoe Queen? Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. I had to be colorful because I'm trying to bring some light to this situation. I had to come in a little colorful for her, okay? Because it was getting dark and gloomy out there in the ocean. She was out there stranded all alone, you know. There's sharks all around. All the journalist sharks on TikTok ready to just devour her. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring a little light, you know. Send a little life jacket, a little raft out there to her. But, you know, I don't know. These waters is treacherous. I don't think I'm going to make it. I'm on my way to try to save her, but I just don't think I'm going to make it, y'all. The storm is coming. It's getting cold. My little bitty boat it's just not equipped for all this. This is a lot. This is a lot. I might have to turn around. I might have to turn around and save myself. Shoot. I think I might go down with her. Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, he reached out to our producer.
Did they have any clue at all, or did he, like, what do you know about?
They didn't say if they did or didn't.
Gotcha.
They didn't say if they did or didn't. He more so was like, this is what I told her and this is what's happening, and she's like believing me, is what to his knowledge. And so we come back and we have a second conversation about it, kind of like on camera.
Right.
And we hit the first one to where I'm shocked, and everyone's like, oh, she's so calm, she's so gracious. I'm like, yeah, because the night before was a little different, right? And like, now I have time to.
How angry were you? Like,
I was pissed. Who
the hell it said she was calm and she was great? Was it us? Because you look like you was crying all night, boo. We already seen it in your face that y'all had this conversation once before. I recall saying that this don't look like no new conversation, but okay, sis. All right, she was just calm. Of course you calm. This is a second conversation. And guess what's gonna happen in the second conversation? He gonna lie some more. He gonna make a mistake again, the same mistake, okay? At least David in the Bible made different mistakes. That's why God kept forgiving David, okay? Because he made different mistakes. But Uncle Daddy, Tyler, is going to sit here and make the same mistake again, which is lie to your face. And conversation number 2. Now, this is conversation number 2, child. It's going...
I was pissed because everyone, like, honestly, there's another guy, which sounds so shallow of me, but there's another guy in the pods that had a kid, and I knew that wasn't what I wanted for my life, so I didn't even consider him.
Right.
Granted, I didn't have a connection with him, but I didn't. Even if I did, I don't know if I would have done it.
Yeah, and
you betrayed yourself, ma'am. You betrayed yourself. Granted, you didn't have a connection with the other person, but you didn't even know if you would have wanted it because he had a kid. You betrayed yourself because that's not something you wanted. You wanted to start a family with somebody that didn't have one either. You wanted to be the first of somebody's first. That is perfectly fine, and it is okay. Being that we all in some 30-something years old, sometimes they get hard to find, but they are out there. So you still had a shot. You still had a shot up in there. You probably not had a shot on this show. But guess what? You might have been seen just enough for that man to fall off into your DMs. Okay?
His answer, at least at the beginning, I assume you'd agree, was a bit of a cop-out to, like, say, well, I don't want to talk about this on camera because I don't want people searching from them. It's just like, why didn't you think about that before you showed up?
Yeah. Kind of and it's like, well, even if we don't mention it on camera, they're gonna find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's 3 of them. You can't hide. Like, you cannot hide. They're gonna find it. So
I was about to say, I just remember I think it was the reveal when he was like, people are gonna start coming out of the woodworks and saying stuff about us.
Ma'am, no, it wasn't the reveal. It was in Mexico. And remember, in Mexico, she replied to him, I don't care if it's even my mama. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to go to the altar with you no matter what. I don't care what nobody say. Okay? So, yeah, she's standing on that 10. She definitely standing on that 10. She don't give a damn what we say.
Did that...
So ironically, that's funny because people are like, you know, he tried to warn her. He alluded to that. That was my question, actually. I asked him if I were...
Now, that was actually alluding. That was actually alluding that, you know, there are going to be some people that come out there. Now, you know, I kind of want to, no, actually, I want to stay with this point right here because she's going to talk about, you know, she going to ask this question. She asked a question. I'm going to skip a little bit. She going to ask a question. She asked him a question about how your ex will take you and all this stuff like that. And I get her point on that the ex, if a person sit there and just blame it all on their ex, you got to look at that person. I understand that part. But watch how she depicts herself. Watch how Ashley kind of depicts herself in the past, because she's going to sit here and say, that's a problem. If a person sit there and says that the ex is always a problem or whatever, that person's a red flag. Now watch this.
One is, and how much they've learned about who they were in relationships. And if they don't have an answer, even if they're not even talking shit, that's a red flag.
Yeah, like 100%. Like, I feel like in past relationships, I've been top tier, but on reflection.
Wait, let me rewind, because maybe I heard something wrong. Let me rewind, because maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem.
Like 100%. Like, I feel like in past relationships, I've been
feel like is present tense. Felt is past tense. Now, I ain't no grammar major. I wasn't that great in English. Math and science was my stuff. Okay, math and science was my stuff. But feel is present terms. Felt is past terms. I think I'm correct. Now, if she said I felt like I was top tier in past relationships, I'd be like, okay, girl, yeah, I feel you, because I felt top tier in a lot of my relationships too, even though I might have been top tier trash. But she said, I feel I was top tier. And then goes on to say, but reflecting back, I know I was some problems. Do you? First of all, okay, here we go with a lie. I'm about to call her out on a lie right now. Here's a lie right here, just on Ashley alone. Has nothing to do with this whole situation. Ashley told us that she was basically in one relationship. Everything else was casual dating. What freaking relationships are you looking back on to realize that you was top tier? The one? Because everything after that was casual. You was casually dating. Do we count casual dating as a relationship? I don't think you show up top tier in a casual dating because you don't really give F's about it, because you're casually dating. Like, you know, this person's here today, gone tomorrow. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? They might be a one night stand. They might just be some phone conversation. They might just be somebody I go and get some food off of, you know what I'm saying? Some dinner date. You're casually dating. I'm top tier in all of that. I ain't even about to look back on how bad I was. I'm top tier in all of the casual dating, baby, because I'm casually dating. According to you, you basically only had one relationship. And in that almost a decade, you was top tier. So top tier that they went and cheated on you. Okay. I don't know. You know, I don't think men is that crazy that they just cheat on top tier. I mean, maybe they will. Maybe they just be that lustful. Maybe you just had a lustful man. I don't really know. Maybe, but you know, I feel like if you really that girl and you really doing all the things for your man, I don't really feel like he really has a need to cheat on you. Like, he's really happy. I think if a man is really, really happy, this is just how I like to believe optimistically. I could be wrong, but I really believe that if a man is really happy and it's not in his DNA to cheat, he is not going to cheat on you. Generally, I know some men that is just not in their DNA to cheat. Regardless if they happy or not, they just not going to cheat on you. They might break up with you. They might go their separate ways, but they're not going to cheat on you. So you did all that work to find out that you was top tier in every relationship in the past? Okay. This is probably why she's telling y'all TikTokers out there, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really a TikToker yet, so she ain't talking to me just yet. When she say YouTuber, you know, she talking to me. But I ain't really a TikToker. I just be on there scrolling away and stuff like that. But I ain't learned how to work the ins and out of it. But proud to y'all, because that's some work. Okay, that's some work to sit here and try to figure out how to put the green screen behind me. I was trying to figure it out all day. Child, I was just all wrong. All right. But to you TikTokers out there, I see why she feel above y'all. Because she been top tier, boo. Y'all need to step y'all game up.
Top tier. But on reflection, I know there are things that I did that didn't help, right? And so if you can't even say that, like if you can't even say like, yeah, it takes two to tango, then that's a problem. So whereas other people seen it as a red flag, I seen it as a green flag in that moment. And
well, that does give context, because I'm glad to know that you were the one, because it came very random of him being like, just so you know, people are going to start coming out the woodwork saying crazy shit about me. And it was like, whoa, what's going on?
Your question wasn't in there.
I'm glad that.
Yeah. And so then like fast forward, we have that minor, conversation to where I'm like truly hurt and just want to give the viewers a little glimpse at what I know to some capacity. And then they show us again, like when it's dark and we're having another conversation. And I ask him, do they know what you look like? And he says, oh my God, I don't think so.
Not that I know.
Pauses, looks to his left, and goes,
tell. That's a tell. You know, people have tells.
How many red flags does it take Ashley to leave? It's like that question, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Because I need to know how many red flags does it take for Ashley to leave. I guess this is still counting as one red flag. He's still lying, so it's still under the red flag lie. She's a little different from God. Like he haven't made other mistakes, so I'm just gonna keep him here because he keeps just making the same mistake. He just keeps running into the lie button. But he ain't doing nothing else wrong. As long as he just keep lying, I can deal with that. I guess this is where we at with this situation. As long as he stay a liar, it is okay. He don't cheat. Well, it depends on what you mean by cheat. He don't steal. I guess it depends on what you mean by steal. He don't unalive people unless they his seed that he just don't see anymore. He don't technically like unalive them, but they dead to him. This queen won't quit. We thought it was all discussed too. But baby, she about to tell us how they had 2 more conversations after the second one. Because he lies right here in her face. He sits right here in bold-faced lie. Okay, so we gave him the grace. I told you I would give you 2. I would give you 2. You lied to me the first time. You lied to me the first time. Here is a second damn lie. I won't give you that chance to give me the third. We good. Because this one right here, we sat here and just had a whole conversation the night before, and we sit here right here. Now, maybe this is one of the questions that he wasn't asking the night before because she was too shocked to ask. Okay, so this one caught him off guard. This question caught him off guard that he sat there and said, I don't know. I don't know if they know what I look like. Sir, you got 3 donor babies of different ages by the same woman. Unless the kids are blind. What you mean? You don't know? That one was a simple one. Yes, they know what I look like because I've been over there playing Uncle Daddy. Yes, of course they know what I look like. Now, has she asked, do they know you his daddy? You they daddy? That's a different question. That's a different question. I can understand you trying to be like, I don't know. But being that they're like 5, 6, 7, years old. If they were around the 1 or 2-year-old age, maybe they don't really know you as daddy, because it's a little tricky, kids. But at this point, Ashley, you insulting these kids' intelligence. You talking about we insulting yours. You insulting these kids' intelligence. I don't know why y'all think kids are dumb. I just had my nephew over here, and he's going to be 2. And in January, we speak sign language. How y'all think these kids is dumb? We having real conversations over here with mine. See? So at this time, these kids is probably around 3, 4. some years old, and you want to sit here and lie in my face? Hey, when in Rome, you want to lie in my face and say that you don't know? Okay, cut these cameras. Wrap this stuff up. That'd have been me right there. Wrap this up, because no, you didn't just lie in my face. You volunteered to lie now. You volunteered a whole nother lie. No, cut these cameras off. Cut. I'm done. I am done. I tried. Me and the producers, y'all would have got the behind the scenes of me and the producers arguing in the background. I tried. He gonna sit here in my face and still lie to me. No, I'm not gonna be disrespected like this. I'm gonna go off on everybody on that set. Deadass, I'm going off on everybody on that set because I done gave my good cookies away to this man, and he's still lying in my face. So y'all put me on this thing to be married to somebody that's gonna continuously lie in my face. Cut these cameras off. This going to black. Like, it's going to black real quick. Y'all, it would have been a lawsuit. It might have been a lawsuit on me, but it would have been a lawsuit that day, because the hell? All that healing work I just did a year ago gone down the window because this fool got me all the way effed up. I just started. I'm only a year into my healing journey. I am not far removed from all the BS I was once in. You got me effed up, my guy. In my face? You gonna lie in my face? Right now, we just had a whole conversation. I ain't getting no sleep. I got a beanie on because I didn't comb my hair. I'm on camera looking all kind of crazy. And you gonna sit right now, out of all times, right now, and continue to sit here and lie in my face. My guy, you are. Cut these cameras. Cut them. Cut them. Cut every last one. Cut my mic. Take this mic off of me. Unstrap me. Get me out this house. Let me pack my stuff. Let me pack my stuff and leave this place, please. Because if y'all don't let me leave this place, I'm going to have a lawsuit on me. Let me go ahead and leave this mother place right now, okay? Just let me go. What Tony and Tamar said, this Negro must have a D of gold. Because what? I'm about to ignore lie number 2 in my face after we just sat up half the night talking about this situation that you decided not to tell me until like 2 to 3 weeks into this. We're now living together. You got your phone back and all this stuff. And I guess everything hadn't been scrubbed off the Instagram just yet. So now you got to confess to me. And now you want to sit here and drop this on me. And you want to sit in my face after we sat here last night talking about, hey, guess what? I'm not going to go forward unless we had this conversation on camera. So you need to tell me right now, what we going to talk about? Because something got to be talked about. And so when I sit here in this camera and I ask you another question about this thing, and you're going to sit right in my face and lie to me. I swear, just all the little voices in my head just going to start talking to me. All the little voices just going to start talking to me. And all of them going to say, you know, you need to shut this man up because he is I was gonna have all kind of lawsuits, infractions and stuff. Y'all would have been reading all of my cases coming up. He going to court on November 15th. I'm going to court on November 16th. Child, we all in court. And yes, November 16th is a Saturday. This is my child's birthday. We'd have been in court on a Saturday because, child, they needed to figure out what the heck I did. What do you mean you don't know what these kids, they don't know what you look like, sir? But guess what? All of this is going to get washed away. You know why? Because Ashley's still going to take them back. It ain't even going to matter because she's still going to say, I do. Thank you, Diana.
I don't.
Immediately, I knew. Yeah. Immediately.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think.
Immediately. What does hell just think me? Right? So immediately from there, when he says that, I knew. So that evening we had another conversation. And
okay, so she about to go in, so I had another conversation. So I get what she kind of saying right there. So they didn't actually have this talk about this. So now she knows that he lying in her face again, because again, what do you mean? I don't think so. Do these kids know what you look like? Yes or no? I don't think so. Okay, cut the cameras. We have to have another talk. So they're going into talk number 3.
That's the conversation that I learned it all.
So at this point, are you trying to juggle between what you need and want to know while simultaneously trying to respect his privacy?
Yeah. And even my mom was just like, this is a very sticky situation, Ashley. So how you guys approach it needs to be, right? Because she's like, they will taunt these kids in this family if they want more, more information. And I'm like, yeah, but at the same time, if it does come out and I don't talk about it, they'll think I'm shocked, which they end up thinking, I don't know, like why they think I wouldn't know this. But regardless,
I paused it because it's hella crazy. Why you didn't think we wouldn't know this? Ma'am, you just got through talking about you was all calm and all this stuff, and now you talking about we would have thought you was shocked. You just be talking. This is why you was on the show, because you just be talking. You just be talking. And when in wrong, get yourself out of here talking about them puppy dog eyes would have had you weak. You don't like no damn Tyler, girl. Tyler not your type. Is Tyler your type when in wrong? Tell me the truth. Is Tyler your type?
I felt it had to be said in a way. So it was hard for me to navigate. I'm just so used to being very transparent that it was hard for me to navigate that conversation too, to try to make sure I didn't divulge anything. Like he said, there are 3 of them as a lesbian couple, like, whatever. Offline, he shows me pictures. That was more questions for me. And as I began to talk to him,
okay, so why do you have to navigate the conversation? Why do you need to take lead on a conversation that is his? Let him navigate the conversation. Let him bring you to the table and bring out what he wants to bring out and stuff like that. That's his job to navigate the conversation, not yours. Why is this all about you, Ashley? This is not your job. Let him go ahead and tell you what you need that needs to be come out. As soon as you ask a question, all he has to do is do like this. I'm not about to discuss that on camera. Okay. Next question. This is not your thing to navigate. You making his problem your problem. Exactly, Trey. Exactly. These women out here seeking these men. So what? Say what? It's a lesbian couple that wanted to have a baby. A baby. How we get 3 babies? You not comfortable, sis. A year later and you still not comfortable with all this coming out. All this new information coming out, you still not comfortable with it. You know why? Because he didn't secure you in nothing from jump. He didn't give you your choice. He already took that from you. Then he didn't secure you with the truth that he gave you. So now you sitting here right here with your eyes closed. Let me bring this up so y'all can see the whole screen. She's sitting right here with her eyes closed. Let me make sure. Eyes closed right here. You're not comfortable. Ma'am. Oh, let me get back to the one I like. I don't like that one. So not comfortable. Where's my one? Okay, there it is. No, that's not really the one. Whatever. We're going to stay right here.
His friends, his mom, and his family is when I began to get a fuller picture of what was actually going on. And that's when I found out that, the ex-wife had left and Tyler stepped in. Which the ex-wife's name is on the son's birth certificate. I've never seen the twins.
That's it. Throw the freaking notes away. You have never seen the twins' birth certificate, but you know more than the online TikTok journalists. It's gonna be funny because she's gonna sit there and say it's just sad because these kids' birth certificates is out there. Birth certificates is public records. Death certificates are public records, ma'am. Mine is out there. Yours is out there. What the freak is you talking about, sis? Explain that. What the flip? Like, what are you talking about? You have all this access. You told your brother go do a deep dive search and all this stuff like that. So why would you just sit here and look at the one and not say, let me see. Well, why you only present? Did he present you with the one? Did he present you just with the one, or did you find the one on your own? Because if he presented me with just the one, well, I don't see the other ones. Why do you even have the one, sir? That would have been my question. That you were doing the baby. Why do you have the one? Besides just that, well, where's the other two? Let me see that one. But you want to sit here and tell us that story time with Ricky and everybody else who did the investigative thing, which funny is Simone Redwine is a whole lawyer. She's not even a journalist, okay? Had you did your due diligence on her, you would have known. She is not no TikTok journalist. She is a lawyer. Those are documents that the people can go get. Soon as baby mama filed the lawsuit, you can go get that. Yes, thank you, Elle said she's also a licensed PI. So what the flip is you talking about, ma'am? You looked at the sons just to see that the mom's name and the two moms is on that one, but you didn't look at the twins to see whose name is on that one. Is it one mom? Is it two moms? Is it a mom and a dad on there? Is it a mom and an uncle dad on there? Did it say donator? Sperm donated by, and he signed it? The fun fact about Storytime with Ricky and all of these people that's come out, they had your back. They was out here trying to help you out, sis. But you don't want no help. Let me turn my damn boat around, okay? Let me turn my boat around because I'm going out to troubled waters. For what reason? I was here with you, sis, in the beginning. Like, bam, I know how it feels to have a bombshell dropped on me with somebody I love. I know that feeling. I know how heartbreaking it is. And I know how to still sit there and be like, you know what? I love you. I'm still going to choose you. I know how I feel. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, a couple of souvenirs, got a shot glass in the back. I got it all. So stupid, I rode the ride twice. Let me try this again with a whole nother person. Let me see if it do. Let me see what it do. Maybe I was wrong. I was riding the wrong ride. Let me try it on another ride. Got the same thing. I was with you. But you sitting here telling me that you like to sit in ignorance. You want to sit in ignorant bliss. That's fine. Stay in your ocean of Delulu, ma'am. I'm not trying to help you. Because the person that should be helping you should be sitting right next to you right now, your husband. Because he got you into this. But guess who gets the blame? We get the blame for sitting here commenting on the show that we love to watch, that we've been commenting on long before you decided to bring yourself up on the show. The mama get the blame for sitting here trying to figure out why her best friend betrayed her the way she did and left her and the kids. The grandma get a blame for being a grandma. The twins get the blame for existing. Tyler don't get the blame. Ashley don't get the blame. The two people involved who brought the story. Guess who brought the story to us too, Ashley? You. You decided to have this conversation on camera. You knew what it was going to do. You knew the impact of this whole conversation. You started all of this. But do you think at one time, do you look at yourself? No, you're still top tier in this relationship. This whole relationship with us, you're still top tier. You don't think that you did anything wrong and it's all our fault. You and Tyler will still be in this blissful little bubble of delusion and lies. But it's our fault for bringing you to reality and say, sis, you are drowning. This is why you can't run into your friend's relationship sometimes. Because your friend will sit here, have you fighting their partner and all this stuff like that, just to go back to that daggone partner and fight you. They will actually fight you with their partner. After they sat here and told you how you need to come and save them and help them, whoop on their partner, they will fight you with their partner. Don't be saving some of these people like this. Ashley is a prime example of the people that you do not save. Child. Let her be. Cause I was on my way. I had the boat gear. I had the boat gassed up. You know what I'm saying? I had extra life jackets in the back. I had a little snack. You know, let me go out here. I had the fishing poles. Like, you know, just while we out here, you might as well just catch a little something. You know what I'm saying? Right? I was calling Garrett. I was getting ready to call Garrett. Like, bro, we got to get out on this ocean. We got to go save some people and catch some fish. You know what I'm saying? I had it all ready to go. You know. I had my water boots on and everything. I was ready to go help sis. But what? Sis said, I don't want to be saved. I'm about to eat my snacks my damn self. I ain't about to go out here, you know what I'm saying, waste my gas in the middle of the ocean trying to save this woman from Delulu. She want to be delusional. And you know why she want to be delusional? Because she's going to tell us later on, if something happened, I'm going to be out here like Reese Tisa. She want to sell a book. I told y'all what I tell y'all all them times. What I say over there at Kojo Channel. She ready to sell a book. She trying to sell y'all the book. So when the book come out, she going to write to y'all how to save yourselves. You know, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you the short version of the book. I'm going to give you the excerpt of the book, okay? How to save yourself. Leave in the beginning when you find out that you were lied to. After lie number 2, I'll give you this. You can give them the grace. Give them the grace. But after lie number 2, here's another way to save you. Don't be an Ashley. Don't put yourself in the middle of the ocean trying to save a man that don't want to be saved either. Now he done drown and he pulling you down with him. How are these people that don't know how to save themselves trying to be out in the ocean saving other people? She done swam out the ocean without a life jacket herself. Now she want to be out here trying to save this man. Child, if she don't knock the crap.
Birth certificate. And when that ex-wife left, she was pregnant with the twins. And Tyler grew up without a father. His father's like dying of bone cancer. He wasn't.
No. Now that's not what now host. I appreciate y'all for making this lady feel comfortable up on this platform so she can sit here and tell us all this foolery that she's gotten herself into, and we the people can learn how not to be an Ashley. But god damn it, y'all would not be sitting up on this daggone stage and not asking her how did we get to the twins? If the wife left, how we get to the twins? Why are we having twins when the wife has left? When they decided that he just gonna step up for the one baby, how we get 2 more babies after that? Don't y'all stop letting her escape trying to talk about Tyler grew up without a daddy and all that. He told us that. We don't care. We found out about that in the past. That has nothing to do with why these kids now have to grow up without a daddy. Why is it that we just gonna sit here and let her tell us a story about Tyler right now without stopping her and say, hold up, Ashley, I heard what you said right there. So when the ex-wife left, he stepped in for the one. How did we get 2 more? I'm good at math, so you're going to have to help me solve this problem, okay? Because 1 and 1 should have been 1 because we multiplying, right? 1 times 1 is 1 in multiplication. But, you know, they got this new math out now. You know, that's a little tricky. The new math is a little different because apparently 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 times 1 is now 3. 1 divided by 1 times 1 is now 3. 1 minus 1 plus 1 is now 5. This new math is, I need some help. I need Nick or one of these other ladies on this thing to ask these questions, because the new math is a little tricky for me. I don't understand it no more. I need to know, how did the wife leaving end up with 2 new babies? We minus 1 person and we got 2 little people. How the heck did that happen? Okay, wait a minute. Now, the wife did leave with a kid. So now if I carry the 1 and put the 1, so, okay, 2 minus 1 at the, yeah. I needed them to ask me. I needed to ask some more questions, because I'm not getting it. I'm not
invited to our wedding. And Tyler's like, when I gave my sperm, I gave it to a family, not for you to be a single mom. And that's when he jumped in. That's when
you gave it to her to be a family. Okay. So you jumped in so they can be a family. So, okay. I think I got the math. So it was a family. Then half of the family left. He stepped in to be the other half. So now we have 3. So were we expanding the family? I'm just trying to figure out, because this new donor situation is like this new math situation, okay? Because the new donors out here, they multiplying, okay? The new donors is now stepping in to be the family when it fits them, because they don't want it to be a single family nucleus. So they step in at that time. But when they become a family somewhere else, they okay with being a single family nucleus again. That's what you're telling me, Ashley. That's how your new math is adding up. That when it's right for him to be in a family, it's okay. But when he get a new family, he don't know the old family no more. Child, when in Rome, they wasn't asking no damn questions, okay? There was a few questions in there. I was like, okay, Nick, I see you. But when the questions need to be asked, they wasn't asking no damn question. She ain't trying to look for a lie. She's trying to make it make sense. Child, she should look for a lie, because this ain't making sense. A lie would have made more sense than this. What the frick is this? No, seriously, what the frick is this? You gonna tell me this man agreed to the situation? Okay, I'm going to give you my seed. That's honorable. I'm gonna give you my seed to a family, because y'all are a lesbian couple, as if there's not no other means for lesbian couples to have babies. Okay, go figure. I know a few of them, but go figure. I guess there's no other way for them to do it but to ask the best friend to do it. Okay, maybe these people don't have brothers. I don't know. They don't have a cousin. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But the question is, the agreement is for the family to be a unit. He agreed for her to be in the family with the wife. So we're not going to talk about why the wife left. The agreement for Tyler to even step in. We're not going to talk about how it went from 1 baby to 3. We're not going to talk about any of these important details that make sense on how we got here now. But because he didn't have a dad growing up, he said, I don't want you to be a single mom, and then turned around and made you a single mom. But you okay with that, Ashley? So this ain't even lie number 3 to you directly, but this is like line number 27 or something like that. Okay, I can't keep up with the lies no more, because now your lies is going in circles. All right, but he's still staying on the one premise. He's still just a liar at this point in Ashley's life.
And for me, I guess the reason that it was easier for me to understand once talking to friends and him and, going deeper is going deeper.
Yeah.
Is my godbrother's gay. He was in my wedding. He was a bridesman. And, you know, at one point when I didn't know how my life was going, you know, we laughed and joked about it. I could never do that. I could never donate my eggs to a close person, because if it comes out looking like me or something, I couldn't be around.
Right.
Whereas Tyler did. He was around for holidays. And for me, that's how my godbrother is. He's at every holiday, everything with me. So he was around, you know. He let them call it. They knew him as their bio dad. And it's very taboo and very odd to think about, but I don't think there's any rule book to how adoption, sperm donation, or egg donation should go. I do think that it was a mistake on his behalf to blur those lines so heavily because of the kid.
It was a mistake on his behalf 3 times. Three times. And yeah, I seen Roxy where Jesse Rue was talking about the producer or whatever. They know something. They knew something. You know, I don't know. The key question is who volunteered to scrub the page. You know what I'm saying? The show, who volunteered to scrub the page? Did the show producer tell Tyler to scrub his page for this, or Tyler decide that he gonna scrub his page of his kids or whatever for the fact of all of this? I still feel like the producers had something to do with it, because they do go through this whole thing of stuff to try to figure out some things. But then also there's that other flip side. How much did Tyler actually divulge to them? Because they're not, I don't think they're going to do a full, like, let me go and hang out with you and see what your day-to-day life is or whatever. I don't know, you know, but somebody knew something. Hell, it could have been shocking to the producers. They probably didn't even know themselves. It could have been just shocking, but after a while, afterwards, they decided that they was going to have a hand in it, because they have to produce their show at the end of the day. They're not going to scrap half of this footage that they got. So, what you say, Trey? That's what confused you. Let me see, because I can't read it where I put it at. That's what confused me. You talked to his friends, his family, so it seems like they had to have back whatever his story was, but none of this gave you pause. Listen, yeah, of course. Of course, if my family and my friends like you, of course they're gonna lie for me. Of course they're gonna keep the story. And guess what? Sometimes I don't tell my friends and my family the whole truth. So they're gonna tell you whatever truth I gave them. My closest friends definitely gonna back me. They gonna back me. Them what you are, ride or die, them my ride or dies, they gonna definitely back me. My daddy gonna be a whole lie through omission, because he gonna be like, I don't know what she tell you. You want to go fishing? He gonna talk to you about everything else but the situation. My daddy probably give you some story too. Like they my people. They my people. So I expect my people to be my people. I know who I'm gonna introduce you to. I know who I'm not gonna introduce you to. I got some aunties, they for the damn, they not gonna lie for anybody. It is what it is. Would that be the person I introduce you to? Probably some years later, but not no time soon, and not until I get this situation figured out. So talking to his mom, his friends, and all this stuff like that, no. You know who I would have wanted to talk to? Let me have a heart-to-heart with Bride. You know why I need to have a heart-to-heart with Bride? Because now I am about to be in these kids' lives, because you're still Uncle Daddy to these kids no matter what. You still have ties to these kids no matter what. Because you're dealing with me, you're going to have ties to these kids, because now this whole story, that person is too close. That's your home girl. But let me take it back to the insecure me. The insecure me be like, yeah, nah. The insecure me would have been like, nah. My heart beating too fast. You know why? Because I think y'all still messing around. Y'all got babies together. You with your best friend. I don't want you around your best friend. I don't want you around them kids because I feel like y'all still messing around. The insecure side of me would have been saying all of that. But I did my healing work. The secure side of me would have said, I need to talk to this woman face to face so I can feel her energy. So I can fill up on and see, excuse me, not fill up on in that kind of way, but I can feel her energy so I can know the real story. Because my heart, him telling me his story, my heart would have been pounding. I could tell you now, my heart would have been feeling some type of way because the way that Tyler retells stories, I would have never felt secure enough to sit on anything, just take what everybody is telling me and stuff like that. I would have wanted to talk to Bri. I would have respectfully asked to reach out to Bri and have a conversation with Bri. I told y'all when my daughter's father got remarried and I actually found out about it, it's, oh, we need to have a conversation because guess what? You're around my daughter. I need to know who it is that's going to be around my daughter in proximity because you're now married to her dad. So anytime she's out there, she's living with you. I need to have conversation. We need to have a rapport. Right now, with his current wife, I have a rapport. I have her number directly. This is his second wife. This is my daughter's second wife. I have her number directly. We can call directly to each other. I don't even have to go through him. I have it directly. Because when my daughter was living out there with them, I called her so there will be no confusion on what it is me and his relationship is. I don't want him to start no confusion. Just in case he decide to start confusion to get you feeling insecure about some type of way. I don't even want that. I want to talk to you directly. Me, if we got any conversation, it's going directly. Respectfully, because you are now his wife. Now, I'm not saying it takes it upon Bri to do this because this is what Tyler didn't set up. Tyler didn't set this up, but the way he went about this whole situation, it could have been this situation, but he didn't set it up for that because he told her a lie, and now he got to run back and try to tell Bri a lie. You feel me? But all of this could have been numbed down and did a better way had Tyler, the most responsible party out of this whole thing, just been honest. Said, hey, I still be in these kids' life because until she gets married, she needs my help. Hey, I was raised by a single mom. I know how it feels. Hey, I got an attachment to these kids somewhat. I might not be there all the time, but I somewhat got attachment. Hey, that is still my best friend at the end of the day. And I got mad love for her despite what happened between us in the past. So respectfully, I understand I'm asking a lot of you, but this is what I require for the person that's going to be with me for the rest of my life. I need them to understand that this dynamic right here, and respectfully, all the physical between us is cut off. I cut that off a long time ago. That's done. Now, if you can't trust that, I understand. I understand. You just not my person. Because it is asking a lot of a person to sit there and deal with all that. But that honesty would have gave them security. That honesty would have sat in her chest and she would have felt some type of way for a second, but it would have went away. She wouldn't still have to have 4 conversations to get the truth. She still wouldn't be on this platform trying to sit here and figure out the truth in her head, how to make it make sense to even retell this story back. His truth would have solved all of these problems. Bri wouldn't be out here still on her page like she's going to try to tell us, oh, me and Bri had a conversation and we talked about it and she erased the page. I can go right now to that Instagram page. I can go right now to the Instagram page. Still sitting up there. Bri ain't took nothing down. The ex-wife wouldn't have to come out and clear up what Bride's saying, because Bride wouldn't have to tell nothing in the first place. The mom wouldn't have to come out and clear up what she said and talk about how you try to underlie yourself, Tyler. That's why she ended up taking it down, Ashley. None of this would be a problem had Tyler stood on 10 about his indiscretions in the first place. We all human. We all make mistakes. Own them. You have to own yours. Yours is still living and running around you, sir. They not off somewhere. Be a man. Like, you decided voluntarily to lay down with this woman. Maybe not the first time. I will give you credit on the first time, even though I still do not believe that conveniently the turkey baster worked. Because guess what? Happens to sperm outside in the air after a while, or not properly refrigerated or whatever and stuff like that, they die. Told you, I'm into science, baby. Say what? Ain't no one time that you jacked off in here and that we at home is going to freeze these eggs properly, because freezing process takes time. You have to have a cryovac freezer. You have to have like something on a boat that freeze dries the stuff instantly. Like when they go big fishing and they catching all the fishes for us, when they do it, they have an instant freezer on that boat that freeze dries the fish alive, basically. So that when it is time to eject the sperm into it, it has to be brought back up to a certain temperature just for them to swim. What is you talking about? The turkey baster method generally works seconds after he jacks off. Why do you think the heifers be running to the trash can to try to get the condom real quick to go ahead and do it? These things don't sit here. That movie shit that y'all be watching don't really work like that. But you want us to sit here and believe that he made this mistake 3 times, 2 times at the least, because of one of they twins. He made this mistake 2 times. One of them was not really a mistake because it was intentionally planned, according to both the moms at the time. It was more intentionally planned. Even though one mom was not in agreement with how we gonna do this, it was more intentionally planned. That's why that mom felt comfortable enough to write her name on the birth certificate. Because it was their actual plan. Why is it that mom, while Bride is conveniently pregnant with the other ones, as you want to put it, Ashley, when she wasn't, she up and leave? Or if you didn't put it like that and I misheard you, but why would she up and leave this woman while pregnant? Because that's when Deshaun said she left, pretty much. She kind of left while pregnant, but she came back for the birth of the child and stuff. But she left before the second ones were conceived. She left before baby number 2 and 3 was conceived. She left her newborn child, months old child. Why? Now, I understand that why might have nothing to do with Tyler or anything like that. But when she left, he slid in. Those children are not 2 years apart, 3 years apart. They are almost months apart. They are like a year apart. They're almost less than a year apart. That means that within that first child's year, Bride had to get pregnant again. Let's do some more science. It takes 9 months, 10 technically, for a woman to have a baby. That's almost a whole year. These kids are less than a year older from each other. barely a year old from each other. So he didn't give a married couple enough time to even get a divorce before he decide, let me slide in and help you out with these kids. And when I say slide in, I mean fully slide in, with all pun intended. That Negro slid in to help her with that first child and then ditched her when she had some more. Mm. 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 Now I'm gonna skip some parts of this real quick, okay? I'm gonna tell you. I want to tell you some other parts. I want to definitely get to this part, okay? So at this part, let me see where I'm at right now. Did I pass it? Wait a minute. How did I pass it? How did she say that? And it's right here. Okay, let me see. 31:10. Let me go right about here. Let me see, because I don't know. Let me see. She's going to say something that kicks in, and then I'm going to jump.
I could never donate my eggs to a close person, because if it comes out looking like me or something, I couldn't be around.
Right.
Whereas Tyler did. He was around for holidays. And for me, that's how my godbrother is. He's at every holiday, everything with me. So he was around, you know. He let them call it. They knew him as their bio dad. And
they, not he, not the one, they knew him as bio dad. I refer to my mother as biological mother. Why? Because I technically have two mothers. I have the woman that raised me, which is my stepmom, who I actually call mom because she raised me. And I have my biological mother. My biological mother is my egg donor, since we want to speak like that, okay? She's my egg donor. She's the woman who carried me and had me and pushed me out of her womb. That's my biological mother. These kids know him. That's what you just said. You was about to say they call him dad, but you decide to correct yourself and made it even worse. They know him as their biological dad. The man that told you he don't even know if they know what he looks like, they know him as biological dad. They don't know. He not sure if they know what they look like, but they call him biological dad, okay? She gonna go on to say after this, because I want to skip some parts right here. She gonna go on to say that Bree wanted him mainly for the boy. Bree wanted him to be around mainly for the boy. That's why y'all don't really see him with pictures of him with the girls and all this stuff like that. The ones that he intentionally made, you trying to tell me Bri don't want him for them or all of the kids, but she wants him around for the boy that was supposed to be a donation to you, Bri, and your wife, Deshawn. That's what she's trying to tell us that Bri wanted. Okay. Then she gonna go on. Tyler gonna ask her a question. What'd she say? Question about. They asked her a question about Tyler, but she refers to something by herself. Let me see. Let me go to that question. I guess I need to probably go to that question first. Okay, let me jump a little bit. Let me jump just a smidgets. You're not going too far from the thing. Let me see.
Even me, it's just more like kind of like what a beautiful story, and as opposed to like being afraid to share it. Why not be proud of what he stepped up and what he's doing, especially like Love is Blind. What a great story. Like, you mean, you would think that, you know, even producers would love that about him if they knew about it. But yeah, why was he so insecure about that getting out?
So 100%. And for me, like when I specifically seen the boy, it like kind of broke my heart a little bit because he looks a lot like him. And I just like loved him immediately through a picture because I love Tyler so much. So it was very awkward for me to navigate as well. But this is the reason why.
Stop, hold up, pause. You love Tyler so much that you looked at this little boy and said, damn, he looks so much like you. I feel heartbroken. I feel some type of way. I love you. I love that little boy immediately. I just love him because I love his daddy so daggone much. Why are you not pushing this man to CB with his kids? Why are you sitting here okay with the fact that he has not seen his kids in umpteen time? Like, what are you talking about, man? How do you love somebody so much that you look at their child and sit there and be like, damn, you look just like your daddy. And, oh, I love him so much and I don't want to see you again. Make that part make sense real quick. Since you want to tell us this story, make that make sense. I don't even understand how I'm gonna look at this man and be like, damn, your kid look just like you. I love you so much, my guy, but I don't ever want to see your kid again. And I ain't saying that's what she actually said, but her actions is giving me that's what she means. Because you're not encouraging this man, hey, I need you to get back with that. I need you to get your kids back in your life. Hey, guess what? I'm stepmommy now. Guess what? We got a ready-made family. She's not encouraging none of this. She's not encouraging him to get right for the kids. Not for Bride, for anybody else, but for them kids. She's not encouraging none of this stuff. But you're going to sit here and tell me that you look at this man every single day and he's so goddamn fine. He's so attracted. I love the ground he walk on, his dirty drawers. I will drink his bath water. Everything about this man. But you look at his child and say, yeah, nah. Nah, we cool. We good over here.
It came a point where Tyler, so a lot of the pictures, they're younger, like whatever. He was never, ever, ever around on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. There were times he wouldn't see them at all.
The man lived with her. Yes, there was times that he didn't see him at all. The whole time he was in the pod with you. The whole time he's been living with you, he haven't seen these kids. But that man lived with her. He stepped in. What are you talking about, ma'am? How do you come out your mouth to say it was never a definite a time that he was been consistently around these kids for an extended period of time? What the heck are you talking about? How did he step in with her then? According to Bride, he lived with her. According to the ex-wife, he moved her out. But he never spent extended time with her. With the kids, I mean, excuse me. What? Half of this lies ain't even making sense to you at this point. You just talking and these people just sitting here letting you talk. Like, what? You on this platform with these people that clearly don't care about you enough to ask you the questions to make you make sense in your head. See, if these people cared about you, like they're going to try to tell us, oh, the audience just want to look at the lens through their exes and all this stuff like that. If they cared about you, they would have been looking at you through the lens of a friend and had some burning questions, said, friend, hear yourself talk right now. Friend, what you're saying right now is not even making any sense. Do you hear yourself right now, friend? Friend, let me clarify what you just told me because, friend, I'm trying to be there with you. But I don't understand you right now, friend. These people enabling your bad behavior because they don't give a damn about you, Ashley. But you're going to tell the people like Storytime with Ricky that said, oh my God, I see this beautiful Black woman. She don't deserve this. Let me put this information out there just in case she don't know. You're going to tell her that she just want to tear down the Black nucleus of a love story and all this stuff like that. Clearly, they don't have a happy love story and all this. They don't know what love is. They ain't never been in love before. You're going to tell them people that's actually trying to look out for you because they gave you the truth that they don't like you, but these people sitting right here in your face, no disrespect to them because they got a show to run, and appreciate them for allowing us to be able to hear to talk about this situation, for the fact that they allowing you to just sit here and run your mouth, but they don't care about you, boo. They care about these views that we giving them right now. They know your story is salacious enough to get the views. They didn't invite you here because you had a perfect love story. They invited you here because you was the story of the show. Like all this stuff that came out. Because where is Garrett's and Tyler's interview? Not saying that it's not coming, but where's theirs? They had a pretty reasonable love story. Why are we getting your interview before theirs? Deep all of that. Why are you sitting here trying to convince us of the lies that Tyler told you? Because that's the truth you want to believe. That's fine. You can believe whatever you want to believe. And guess what? We can believe whatever we want to believe. And we believe y'all full of shit right now. Now I know somebody gonna run into my comment. Oh my God, why y'all so on Ashley and stuff? That person, you feel free to believe what you want to believe with them too. But some of y'all like rummaging in filth. That's fine. But as a friend, I'm gonna tell you, friend, right now you sound crazy. If Ashley was actually one of my homegirls, I'd be sitting here looking at her like, girl, do you hear yourself? You sound crazy. Friend, you're beautiful. You're smart. You and intelligent. You got it going on, sis. Why are you putting yourself through all of this? Give me something concrete I can stand by you, friend, like through this decision. Give me some concrete. Don't just tell me he treats you great. Don't just tell me he go get you coffee. I can go get you coffee, friend. You want that gourmet stuff off of Pulp Fiction? I can go get you the coffee, friend. What you want? 2, 3, 4 packs? Starbucks? Tea cafe? Like what friend? What? You wanted ice? Yep, he has several evictions, all this stuff like that, but okay. There's some things we can work through, but give me some. I ain't heard nothing concrete why I should be able to stand by Ashley's side right now and say, friend, I'm with you with this decision on this man. I'm getting him right by God, Jay. I know it's a process. We fighting to get these kids back. I mean, we just fighting at least to have some type of rights to the kids' life. I don't want to take them away from Bride because that's their mother, and I feel some type of way about the situation. But I do love this man, and I do want him to be around his kids because I grew up without my dad. I know how it feels. I grew up and I met my siblings late in life. And though I didn't quite want to really meet them at the time because I was feeling some type of way, I was coming out of the relationship. Remember that relationship? You know how hard it was going through that relationship. I was coming out that relationship, friend. And I just wasn't just ready to meet new people. But when I met them, I felt a little bit more complete. I felt a little bit more something in my life. I was like, I felt relieved that I actually met these people and stuff. And then I've come to a space where I let my dad back in. We don't have the best relationship, but I let him back in. So I feel good. So I feel good enough to sit here and spread that love to the next person. And I'm telling him, hey, babes, we got to get right. We got to fix all of this stuff with the credit or whatever and stuff like that. If she knows about all that, we got to fix all this stuff so we can get back right. So we can get these kids back in our lives. Okay, friend, I got your back. I hear you, friend. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be you're going to have a lot of days up, friend, but you know what? You in love right now. I got your back. And if my friend is watching this right now, my friend actually knows. She done told me some situations with some relationships, and I'm like, sis, as long as you happy, I'm riding with you. But you know what? She gave me something concrete about that man. She gave me something concrete that I could sit there and say, I could see why you choosing this person. And when I met that man, I said the same thing. Like Ashley wants to tell us, if you just sit down with Tyler, I could probably sit down with Tyler and say the same thing, but not respectfully, knowing that you just don't ditch your kids. If he can't sit down and tell me his game plan on how to get his babies back in his life, I can't do it. I can stand by eviction. Evictions ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? They happen. Hey, listen, I got evicted out of a place and it wasn't even my fault. It was my roommate's friend's fault. But because we put that person on the lease and they freaking broke property of the freaking apartment we stayed in. We all got evicted. Now we got out of there, so it's not on our record, but technically we might have had an eviction had we stayed. So I can live with that. I know people, like, stories that, you know, one person living with them and they somebody didn't pay the rent, so they got evicted. Evictions is nothing. But I need the game plan on how we gonna correct this whole child donation situation that you want to claim that it is. You know what I'm saying? Because this is still a friend of yours. Are we sitting down? We all got to sit down and have a whole thing. And I'm not talking about me as a friend at this point right now. Me in the relationship, we got to have a sit down with Bri and say, how are we going to go through this? Ma'am, do you want to be these kids solely for yourself? Or can he still have some rights to these kids? I need Bri to write that off. I need that to be written off. Some paperwork and stuff like that. Like, he has nothing to do with these kids anymore. He signed it, she signed it. Cool. We going about our way. I could, that's concrete. I could sit with that. Game plan number 2. We got joint custody. He signed, she signed. Cool. This going on right now, friend. I can't sit with none of that. I might even, to be honest with you, how I be set up sometimes, I might have to distance myself from Ashley if she was my friend. I'd be like, girl, you got a lot going on. You call me when you get it situated, because I don't want to hear no more about it. Don't call me about this no more, because you're not making no real plans on how to fix any of this situation. You're actually stirring the pot at this point. Don't call me with this mess, because where I'm at right now in my journey is I'm at peace, and you disturbing my peace with this mess. One thing my friends do know is that I don't like to keep hearing the same BS story over and over, especially when you have no plans on fixing it. So don't call me with it. Call me when you're ready to make a change. Don't call me when you just sitting here want to just vent about it over and over and over, because I'm going to sit here. So what you going to do? You going to pack your stuff or what? I'm not calling my friends until it's like, friend, I need to figure out what I need to do. I need to change. I need to get up out this situation. I'm not calling you to just vent. Right now, Ashley, you're venting, because this story is the same story that you're trying to go on every platform, but the story exaggerates just a little bit more the more you get to talk. The more you get to talk, the story gets a little bit more exaggerated every single time, because you're still coping to try to make sense of all of this mess that you have gotten yourself into, thanks to this man, and thanks to your decision by standing by this man in his lives when you could have exited out the first time. Your best way to cope with this decision is, I made a decision on this man, flaws and all, and that's just it. Nothing else. Interview done. Sorry, Nick, to waste your time. I love this man. He lied to me, but I love this man. He got a dick of gold. And I ain't going nowhere. I ain't got to put no revenge dress on at the reunion. I ain't got to wear no beanie and look crazy on camera. I love this man. I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm making this decision to love this man. Flaws and all, lies and all, don't give a damn. If he want them kids, you know what I'm saying? Hey, own it. She ain't on his shit right now. Anywho, let's get back to it real quick. I'm sorry.
Like, he lived in Arlington. They've never been to his apartment, like things like that. He tried to back and like back off at certain points. And I know that
he tried to back and back off at certain points. What points were those, ma'am, when y'all got together? Because it didn't seem like he was backing off before, but continue.
She wanted him present, and he was trying to navigate like how to be there for them and also be her friend as well. And like, they were in the army together.
How hard is that to navigate? I'm Uncle Daddy. Pay child support. I'm still your friend. Pay child support. I'm still your friend. We still have conversations. You tell me when the kid needs something, I provide the kids with the something. It's called co-parenting. Those of us in the audience that co-parent, it's called co-parenting. This is what co-parenting is. We become friends when we in a good space. And it's called co-parenting. Call me when the kid needs something. I'll talk to you about the kid only. We don't talk about nothing else. This is all it is. That's what it is. That's the new boundary. It is called co-parenting. Okay, Ashley? I know you don't have no babies, but it's called co-parenting.
Together, like I said, like this is not just a stranger. And so I think it's hard for people to digest too, because in a normal sperm donor situation, I mean, you can pick and choose your involvement.
You know, when you just want to sometimes just reach to the
involvement, but most of the time you aren't that involved unless it is like a sister or like a friend or whomever. Right. So he came to a point where whenever she would be in a new relationship, you know, with the new woman, she wants to have a family with a woman. Yeah. And he would always be on the outside looking in. He has no rights. He can't say where they go to school. He can't say anything. He can't.
So do he wants the rights or he don't want the rights? Because you can go get the rights, sir. If your name is on the birth certificates, guess what? You got the rights. Now, maybe with baby number 1, you might not have the rights because your name is not on that birth certificate. But 2 and 3, your name is on the birth certificate. He got the rights. Ashley, he got the rights, boo. He can say a lot. You know why he got the rights? Because he got child support on him right now. He got some rights. He can go fight for them rights and the child support too. He can get more rights. He's just not taking advantage of his rights, but he got the rights. And I'm sorry, if he's just a sperm donor, why did he need rights anyway? Why does it matter that he's looking from the outside in anyway? Why does that make him feel some type of way? Because he should be so detached from the situation because he's just a sperm donor, as you like to keep trying to put him. I see. I'm gonna probably have to do a part 2 because I wasn't expecting this live to be this long because it's already at 2 hours and we ain't really halfway there. But I want to make this last part because I'm gonna have to come back and do a part 2 because I need to actually get some errands done real quick. I got a bar to run. So
discipline. He can't do anything. So to him, he's like, I pop up and I'm an uncle and I play with them and I keep.
That's it. I got to stop this damn lie. I got to stop this damn lie because this here is. I pop up and I'm an uncle. Heifer, you just said that this man that said that the kids know him as biological daddy. So is he uncle daddy? Is he daddy? Is he an uncle? Do you hear yourself? Heifer, are you watching this interview back? Did they give you a chance to watch this interview back so you can approve of this before they decide to drop it off? Did Nick and them give you a chance to review this and say, hey, are you okay with this coming out? Because you look a little crazy, sis. Because Uncle Daddy, and I know y'all like to, I'm going to give Jessie her credit for going in, but y'all heard it here first. I've been calling him Uncle Daddy since the time he decided he wanted to continue with this story. So Uncle Daddy over here is confused on who he is. But the kids ain't. The kids call him daddy. Whether it's prompted by the grandma or not, the kids call him daddy. He was supposed to take on an uncle role with baby number 1 when Bri and Deshaun was still in a marriage. But he decided when he had these twins that he gonna take full daddy responsibilities. Hence why he under child support for the twins. Bri has backed off for the first one because respectfully, it was an arrangement, clearly an arrangement between a marriage. Now, we know Bri got a little lying problem. Deshaun might even have one too. But Ashley, it seems like this shit is contagious because you got it too now, boo. Say what? I'm gonna go back. No, I'm gonna go back. No, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go the back. Okay, let's wind this back.
To blur those lines so heavily because of the kids, not even just the woman, but the kids. And I know she wanted him to mainly be a part for the boy. Mainly, not even the girl. You very rarely see him with the girls here and there. It's mainly the boy. And Tyler stepped up and he was like, sure, I'll be their dad. He's like picking up from daycare sometimes. Like, they're friends. They live in the same building.
Sure, I'll be their dad. Sure, I'll be their dad. They even live in the same building.
They lived in the same building on top of that.
They lived in the same building on top of that. But 5 minutes ago, you sat here and told us, and I mean 5 minutes in this video, not 5 minutes because I've been talking for a while. But 5 minutes ago, you told us that he has never spent an extended time with these people. How you not spending extended time with these people? You live in the same building as them. He has them calling him daddy, but he just pops up and be an uncle. Heifer. Is this the story he told you that you have reverberated? Because be like would say what? Like what, ma'am? Like what? It doesn't make sense to you. You trying to convince these people on this stage. Because they don't give a damn. You trying to convince these people on the stage that Tyler was trying to be Uncle Daddy on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes on Sunday, he is an uncle. Tuesdays and Thursdays. And after church on Sundays, he's a daddy. You know, I don't know. This is a lot of lies. This is a whole lot of lies being said at this table right now. Okay. I know I'm not trying to keep y'all here for no 3 hours. If y'all want me to come back and break down some more of these lies, because there's a lot more lies after this, child. It's a lot more lies after this. This lady spent an hour. Pretty much out, because this whole live is this whole interview is 1 hour and 26 minutes. They spent 19 minutes fluffing around with some other stuff. She spent another 10 minutes on something else or whatever and stuff. So that's about it. This thing is 1 hour and 30 minutes or so. She spent about roughly an hour lying. I know she's not too much in the group of people that tried to make Nick a bad guy, but she had a little jab at the beginning at Nick too, trying to talk about the athlete she dated is an actual athlete. And baby, from the way Nick kicking balls around here, he an actual athlete and he an actual stand-up guy, because at this point right now, he got the least amount of lies that he done told from the whole cast. Yet y'all want to try to convince me Nick is the problem. At this point, Ashley, Tyler ain't even the problem. You was the problem, ma'am. It is, Trey. You ain't told no lies. That's that right there. You know what, Trey? Let me go ahead and play this for you, because this goes directly to you, babes. This goes directly to you, because this is befitting of what you just said.
There have been a lot of lies set around this dinner table here tonight, but that you can't believe.
And that you can believe what Trey has said right here, okay? Because this whole story is trying to fit her narrative in her head that she is trying to concoct to make herself feel good about accepting his lies in the first place. Ma'am, just accept the lies. Say you in love with a liar. Say I like a little lie sometimes. I'm spicy like that. I like a man that lies to me. You know, it keeps me on my toes. I don't know which guy I got today. You know what I'm saying? He got different personalities, because by the lies, I got to figure out who he is. Just say that. It'd be a lot easier than getting on these platforms and making a whole ass of yourself. And I ain't gonna say I was a big fan of the Risa Tisa thing, but damn it, Risa Tisa told more truths in her shit on Legion part. Hell, at this point, Legion told more truths. I believe Legion better than I believe you and Tyler. What other part did I want to get to? Because that part right there, that just was right there. That just blew me for the loop. And I'm just tell y'all, it is literally 2-minute time frame. In a 2-minute time frame, she went from saying they knew him as dad, as the biological dad, to saying that he said, I just pop up and play uncle. Within 2-minute time, her story has shifted. Just get up here and tell us, save us all the heartache, Ashley. Just get up here and tell us, I love liars. I'm addicted to liars. I've been loving liars my whole life. Okay, I just can't help it. It's a little addiction that I got. I just, something about them. Ooh. Say the name Mufasa. Ooh, it just still chills up my spines when I just know I got a man that just gonna lie to my face. I just love it. I don't know what it is about it. And you know what? There's nothing y'all can do about it because I'm addicted to liars. Okay, what we gonna do? All of us TikTokers and YouTubers and journalists, not journalists, and sometimes journalists and stuff, we ain't gonna do nothing. We can't say nothing. The girl said she in love with a liar. Okay, cool. Let her be. We'll let you be happy. You go be in your little blissful bubble of delusion, lost in the ocean somewhere. Okay? Your story is worse than the ending of Game of Thrones and Lost combined. Hell, I don't even have to put them combined. It's just worse than both of them shows endings, period. Okay? This story here, child, you might as well be a writer for bad endings. Because this here. So hold on. I'm gonna jump to this. Who's the Django? Neither. God damn it. Neither one of them's the Django, okay? But I'll tell you this, Trey, you the one who definitely keeping it real. You Mr. Candy, okay? You gonna keep it real. Let me jump to this part right here, okay? Because this right here, when I said I blew a top, when I heard her say this, let me get right up in here. I know Lost Catching Strays. You know why Lost Catching Strays? Because I'm watching From right now, and the same writers on there, and I'm just hoping that they don't confuse me at the end. Child, this story is more confusing than From. I actually feel like I know From better than I know this story. At the hell, and we 3 seasons in on From, and I still don't understand what the little things is chasing them around and why they chasing them. But damn it. You know it's worse. This story is worse than the ending of God. You know it, Trey. You know it. This story is just like, what? I would rather go watch the whole last season again, okay, than actually put up with this daggone story. But here we are. Here we are, okay? You should have stayed with George R.R. Martin and just waited for him to decide to finish writing that last book before you came out and told us this story, because the freak is this. Child, okay, let me jump to where she lost me again, because there's a few more parts that she lost me. She lost me here.
But what I am confused about is that it seems like you guys have had some interactions, and she knows. Does she know why? If she got the heads up in terms of like what she might expect, once you guys talked about it, how much did Tyler anticipate this being a topic that's aired?
So a topic that's aired on the show?
Yeah. Because once it was aired, you would think that she would respond to it.
So ironically, we knew it would be mentioned, but I always knew this would be a big thing once it aired. Even if he was just a regular sperm donor, like I knew, and it wasn't like blurred lines, I knew it would be a big thing because humanity has trouble.
Nope. No, you're not going. No, you're not, ma'am. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stay with that I you had at the beginning. Stay with that. Don't sit here and try to bring this on humanity. See, here we go again. We shift and blame to somebody else. Humanity ain't got no trouble with taboos. Don't try to sit there and do that. Humanity has been dealing with this type of stuff, especially in the Black community, for some time now, where we be having these deadbeat daddies that abandon their kids and all this stuff. Like, don't sit here and try to tell us humanity did nothing, okay? You knew it was going to be a problem. Guess who else knew it was going to be a problem? Tyler. That's why he didn't want it on there. But you didn't say, I don't give a damn. You said, ma'am, I don't give a damn. You said that with a strong I finger in the air. Excuse me. I knew it was going to be a big thing. You wanted your moment, Ashley. Why did you want your moment? See, I would have rolled till the wheels fell off with you had you said, I made sure that I got on camera to have this conversation so the world can understand why I went from getting happy to breaking up with this man, to calling this whole thing off, to calling this wedding off. You didn't do that. You didn't call the wedding off. You sat here and kept going because you wanted us to create the story for you as Ashley is this wonderful woman. She's looking past the stigma of all these things. You wanted the red pill to community to sit there and say, look at this woman who chose a man with 3 kids despite everything. She chose a man with 3 kids. She gave him grace. You heifers out here need to give these men some grace and all this stuff like that. No, you want it to be a prize on this show. To show how the Black woman is the strongest thing in the world, that she will handle all this bull-ish. The Black woman has been the backbone of all of life since life started, baby. We are the starters of life. We don't need you to try to be the martyr for us at all. Ashley, you are dying on this alone by yourself, ma'am. No, thank you. The Black woman has been sitting here carrying a whole bunch already. Ma'am, we are not about to carry you in this. You, Black woman, decided that you wanted to do this on your own. So guess what? You on your own. My boat is back at the dock. I'm turning my shit back around. I ain't even about to go fishing for the day. F it. F it. I've been discouraged from even going to get me a big catch. I don't even want to do it anymore. This whole situation is here because of you, Ashley, not the grandma, not the twins, not Tyler. Well, partially Tyler. I ain't going to take him off of that hook, okay? I could have, but I'm not about to take him off that hook. But it's here because of you. You wanted to have this conversation because you knew it was going to be a big deal. You was going to bring the attention to you. Look, you got it. So don't sit here and be blocking everybody, be on this block party with everybody and all this stuff like that. Sit in it. This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. You got what you wanted, sis. You got your big moment. You got your 15 minutes of fame because you didn't want to have a boring love story like Brett and Tiffany. You got it. Because there was no reason to bring this conversation on camera. You know why? You still married this man. You still decided to make the decision to go down the aisle with this man and stand by his side, even to this day. So there was no reason to really have this conversation on camera. If you love this man and all this covering that you claim that you're doing right now for this man, you would have never brought this conversation on camera. You would have respected the fact that he said that he didn't want to bring that family into a situation. Lies and all. It's no reason to sit here and out this whole situation if you had no intentions of walking away from this man. But you could be diabolical. You could actually be diabolical. You want me to tell you how you could be diabolical? Because you could be setting this all up right now to still have this whole grand. I went through it. I tried, y'all. I gave it a shot. I tried to do it, and it didn't work out. I went down the aisle. I had the wedding, but all this stuff, it just kept being new information after new information after new information. I just couldn't do it. And I wrote a book. Trust me, that book coming. It might not come because I keep talking about it. But that book coming. She's trying to turn her life into a movie, y'all. It's going to be a pamphlet or something. She's going to be selling y'all something in a minute. Just wait for it. Just give her a little bit. Yeah, she going to come with something. Just give her a minute. She tells us, I'm gonna just brief through the rest of this real quick, okay? I'm gonna bring me back up real quick, because it's a lot. It's still a lot. I don't know. If y'all want me to continue to do the video breakdown, let me know. I'll come back another day to finish doing it. But she gonna sit there and say at the 35 mark of the video, oop, not me trying to, I'm supposed to be bringing myself up, and I done brought the whole daggone. Me bringing the video up. I'm supposed to bring me up, child. Anywho, at the 35-minute mark, he was always supposed to be an uncle. Yes, he was always supposed to be the uncle to number one. I don't know how you be an uncle to the babies that you actually make. Wouldn't a Maury, wouldn't a Jerry Springer, wouldn't a Steve are you talking about, ma'am? He was always supposed to be an uncle to baby number one, but 2 and 3, those are his kids. Yes, an uncle donor. Okay. At somewhere a little bit after that, she talked about how Bri wrote her and apologized and deleted the post. Baby, the post is still up there. I went and checked. As soon as this thing dropped. I went and checked. The post is still up there. Bri ain't delete stuff, junk. And I went back and listened to it again because I thought maybe she was talking about the grandma went and deleted some stuff. No, I don't know what the grandma did because I'm not on the grandma's page. I'm not a journalist, so I'm not going through all that investigative reporting, okay? But I went back to Bri's page. It's still up there. It's still up there. Now, maybe she's conflating the two stories that the grandma took some stuff, put some stuff up and took it down, but she came back and said it was Bri that had sat there and gave her the apology. Bri ain't took nothing down. She might have apologized, maybe, but she ain't took nothing down, baby. She said that's her story and she's sticking by it. She also goes to say that Bri, that he tried to disconnect from Bri like a year prior. Now, if y'all go over to Love Lens Reviews, and I think from there, he had pulled up Jesse Woo's. I'm not really sure who actually got the whole text message thread, but wasn't nothing cut off. Wasn't nothing cut off until y'all actually, this whole conversation, to be honest with you, nothing was cut off until y'all conversation came out. Until y'all actually had the conversation, I think that's where he decided to cut off Bri and the kids. So that leads me to believe that you had a hand on him no longer seeing his kids. It leads me to believe, and this is my personal thoughts, I don't know, I'm speculating, this is all alleged, but in my opinion, I feel like it was an ultimatum given and she got to be cut off. It was either Bri and the kids or Ashley. That's what it's giving me. I ain't really sure. She also hates this man because he's a people pleaser, but it's okay when he is pleasing her. When he's going to get the coffee and he's doing everything, he's cutting his kids off for her, it is okay. But when he goes and people pleases everybody else, it is a problem. She hates this about this man. First of all, hate is a very strong word for me. I don't really want to be with anybody that I hate. I might dislike some of their ways and stuff like that, but if I feel like I hate a part of them, that is a very strong characteristic of them, I ain't about to be fighting for them. I ain't trying to be with them because I am impossible. I'm telling myself it is impossible for me to fully love that person. Yeah, no, but okay. At about the 44 mark of this whole live, she tells us that Tyler did not want her to quit the experiment. Not necessarily Tyler didn't want her to quit him, but the experiment. So when this whole thing of we got to have this conversation on camera, otherwise I'm gone, I'm out. No. I'll have the conversation with you because I don't want you to quit the experiment. Now, if y'all don't have to believe me because I'm reciting from what I seen, but this is around the 44-minute mark. I actually marked this part. I highlighted this part. I don't remember why I highlighted this part, but let's go see why I highlighted this part because maybe it's something good. I might get a blind reaction. I don't know. So this is around the 4:30 mark. I'm gonna bring this back up real quick. Let me see. I'm gonna see what y'all talking about in a second, but let me see.
Yeah, it's already it's social media. Like it's 5 seconds, and you know,
Grandma intentionally did exactly what Tyler was trying to prevent from happening, which is like you're exposing your kids.
Ma'am, hush your mouth, ma'am. Hush your mouth and work on the computer, ma'am. Ma'am, no, we're not gonna do that. Grandma didn't unintentionally do nothing. Grandma was being grandma. Grandma trying to figure out why is there lies being told because this is not the story that grandma knows of. Because guess what? That didn't happen. When Tyler decided to tell this lie, he didn't include everybody that would be affected by this lie. Hey, guess what? Guess what, y'all? I got this lady and I'm sitting here lying to her, so I need y'all to play along. He didn't call grandma. He didn't call grandma, okay? Don't blame grandma for being grandma because grandma confused, like, say what now? Grandma's going off of the fact that Bri is now upset talking about she gonna go do the child support. She's like, why you gotta do the child support, baby? Didn't he just go on the show? Didn't y'all just agree for him to go on the show and he go on the show and find him love? So what happened? So Bri said, Mom, he decided when he went on the show that no longer he wanted to see his kids anymore and stuff like that. So, you know, now I got to do what I got to do. So grandma like, okay, all of a sudden he don't know these kids. Well, shoot, hold up now. We're not going to do that, ma'am. No, we're not. No, we're not, ma'am. I don't know your name, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to give her an out. No. See what I'm saying? These enablers. Don't trust them.
Exposing your daughter, you're making this entire thing about yourself, and you're not gonna have to deal with any of the repercussions of it.
Nope, none, and it's cloudy. The thing about Tyler too that he kept saying that I kind of was like, okay, actually show a little sympathy, even though I was pissed, is like he's like, I've done enough. Like I've already eventually the kids will probably forget me, but like I don't want to do anything else to this family. Yeah. So like, I don't want to really talk about this, Ashley, but I will because I want you. But like, and I don't want you to quit this experiment. But at the same time, I don't want to go into deep. So that's why I also kind of am sitting there and contemplating and thinking as I'm talking in those scenes that you see, because I don't know when I'm allowed to.
Alexa Q testify by Common. Because this lady been playing this out of us all. She about to set Tyler up for the okie doke, child. Tyler gonna go down for something. He don't even know what he going down for, child. His name is on some paperwork right now. He don't even have no clue. His name is probably on the Epstein, Diddy, Marciago files right now. He got no clue. Okay. I'm starting to feel bad for Tyler. How that happened? How the hell that happened? When I told y'all on the live before, this lady is about to be his karma. For y'all that don't believe in karma, here you go. Here's living proof. She is about to be this man's karma because the hell he is about to go through. Because she's an unstable creature now. Okay? So, I'm not going to wish that on him, Deanna. I'm not going to wish that on him because, you know, I like me to watch that show and I hate to see them reenacting this situation talking about the man off of Love is Blind and got with the woman and they told the lie and now he missing. No. I hope. We're not going to do that. But she goes on to sit here and talk about how, like I say, let me go back to my thing. She go back, she'll sit there, and the rest of this video, they'll have a commercial break. They'll go and they will have a conversation about her dad. Her dad was in her life. Now, I don't understand how this works out, okay? Y'all do this math again, because her math is a little weird. Maybe Ashley is not a math major, but she said her dad wasn't married. Her dad and her mom was married from the time from 1 to 10, okay? So I guess she was already born when her parents got married, and from 1 year old to 10 years old that they was married. Now, we know that her dad went to jail. She would like to tell us that he was just gone. He was just MIA. He was just missing. But her dad said at 11, he went to jail. Now, during the time that the dad was married to her mom, the dad has 2 more kids. So she got some brothers out there, okay? One of the brothers went to high school with her. She was actually friends with the brother's brother. All right. That's real interesting, you know. She actually good friends with the brother's brother. The brother, her biological half brother, decides to reach out to her. When he finds out, he does a DNA thing. He find out, hey, we share dads. He decided to reach out to her. She like, oh, here go another dude all up in my thing trying to get at me. No, slow down, sis. Okay. So he like, hey, I found out your dad is my dad. She say, I don't know my daddy, basically. F you and F him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to meet nobody. She said she about 30 years old at this time, which I don't know. I don't know what her math is. Again, I don't think Ashley a math major, because she's going to say that she's 32 and this happened around 2021. 2021 was about 3 years ago. She's 32 now. She says 30. Like, I'm gonna leave the lady with her math, okay? Her math a little skewed, but you know, I don't know what time this was recorded. Maybe it's recorded close to her birthday. Maybe it's, you know, whatever. It's still close enough, all right? She about 29. She almost 30 years old. But she ended up meeting the brother. They hit it off really well, and she tells the brother, damn, I wish you wasn't so cool, because I actually do like you. Then she talks about her dad, and her dad has basically just for the last 5 years had, you know, started working on their relationship and all this stuff like that. To me, I was like, well, why are you having this man meet your dad? But then it makes sense too now. So you just want to sit here and try to make it credible. Like, I gave my dad a chance, so I give this man a chance, whatever. But y'all still don't have a very good relationship, because even on here, she gonna sit there and say, oh, he's famous now and all this stuff like that. Like, you shouldn't have brought your dad if you didn't want him to be the center of attention. You just want Ashley the center of attention. So what Ashley should not do is invite people that might be bigger than Ashley. Don't invite your dad. Ashley, don't invite your homegirl, because she actually is bigger than you, but I'm not going to address that right now. Some people did point out your homegirl is somebody big, okay? That came down to the dress fitting with you. You shouldn't have brought her on there, okay? Her mom is her everything. At the 54, 48 minute mark, somewhere around there, she says her mom is everything. But in Mexico, she was going to cut her mom off for Tyler. Hey, Jay, say so. How you been? She was going to cut her mama off for Tyler in Mexico, baby, okay? But her mom is everything. Her mom has been all she know all her life. I'm not mad at it. I get it. I understand being raised by a single parent. You know what I'm saying? Sister girl right here. Oh, y'all don't see it. I still see it. But sister girl that's sitting next to her, she's going to try to relate to her in the absent father lens. While as Nick told us that we are looking at these people through the that's my ex lens. Okay, but all right, you know, let them do their job, because they making her feel comfortable enough to share all this craziness that she is sharing. All right. Yeah, she did. Tyler's dad sized Tyler up from jump, because he know a con artist when he say a con artist. You know, he know. So as one more part, let me highlight this part real quick, because I'm gonna get up out of here seriously. Because child, this girl here, I was on my way. I swear to God, I untied my boat from the dock. I started the engine up and stuff. I was through, you know, the no waiting zone and stuff. I was all through the no wake zone. Excuse me, not no waiting, but the no wake zone. You know, I was doing the speed limit through there, because I have been pulled over by water police before. Technically not me. My uncle did. I wasn't speeding there. I know better. Okay. But through the no-wake zone, I was on my way out to free water so I can get to Ashley. I had the navigational system up and running. I even had the fish finder on just in case I had to make a few stops on my way to find her. Because, you know, sometimes you got to let a person, you know, go under a couple of times before they realize that they actually drowned. So I was like, you might need to go under a few times, Ashley. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there to you, girl. You know what I'm saying? Then I seen some cloudy skies coming in. As I started to hear her talk, I heard some cloudy skies come in. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just turn my boat back around because it's just not safe for me to go out there. It's not safe for me to go out there right now. It's looking like rain. It feel like a storm coming. I smell something in the air. And even though it is good fishing during a thunderstorm, my boat is just not big enough it's not equipped for all of this mess. I just can't. So y'all forgive me. I tried to go out there. To help the girl out. I really did. I was with her at the beginning because, you know, I know how it feels to have a bomb dropped on you by your loved one. Baby, I know how it feels. The betrayal in your heart, baby, I understand. But I be damned. I am not about to betray myself for a person that's betraying themselves. I just can't do it. So this last question right here, Nick asked her a question. I'm going to bring it back up. Let me bring it back up so he can ask her this last question. And then I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to let y'all go after this.
They want to have a relationship with their biological father. Have you guys talked about what conversations or what you guys will do about that?
Yeah. So even during filming, I think I say something along the lines of like, I had to figure out when I chose to say, I'll give this another try, you know, with Tyler, I had to also think about what happens if they do come. Right now, they're removed because you removed yourself. Mm-hmm. But what happens if they do turn 18 and there's no rules to this and they say, I am going to contact you, you know, or even 16, 15, whatever. They have social media, they have iPads. These kids work them better than us. So I'm like, what does that look like? I could not in good faith say yes to a marriage unless I was okay with that coming. Yeah. And I asked him what that's like for him. And he's like, he's willing to have that tough conversation with them on why, you know, you were supposed to have two moms. That is always what the plan was. And things got blurry and things got too deep. And I'm sorry if you were ever hurt in that process when you were young, he says. And I was like, do you think you're really going to be able to say that to him? And he's very confident in that way because he just doesn't see what he did as a negative thing. Mm-hmm. He does see the misfortune and how it went about in the end. He's like, that lady loves them kids. Like, you know, they're taken care of. Like, he doesn't feel like they're in an uncomfortable or, you know, bad home or anything. So for me, I would welcome it. Like, that means I will only have to have one, you know? I don't have to like go through that. But like, that happened before.
Would you really welcome it, ma'am? Would you really be okay with just having one? Would you really just be okay with just having one baby by this man? Would you really welcome it? Why do you have to wait? So you're going to tell me that you're going to wait 60 years. You're going to have one baby. You're going to wait 16 years to see if you can have another one. Are you going to wait till these people come to you, these kids come to you and decide, hey, can I ask y'all a question? Why you call my mama a donor mom? Why you disrespect my mama so many times on that interview? Why you call my mama that lady? That's their mother. Just call them their mother. Their mother loves their kids. Of course she do. She's not a donor mom. She didn't give the kids up. Technically, he ain't even a donor daddy. Ashley, you're not about to try to end this on a good note, ma'am. She do want children right away. She gonna say after all this that you know that the 1 year time frame is not feasible, of course, because they had to hide their relationship for 1 year, but they plan on trying in another year. So, ma'am. Why do we have to wait till they come up and talk to them? Why did he can't just sit here and say, let me try to be in these kids' life right now? I was in the court system between my parents because I come from a parent who has an addiction problem. I had 3 people in the court system fighting for me. Technically 2. My auntie and my daddy. My mama showed up one time, I can remember. The other time, but the one time she showed up late. So guess what? She lost her rights. I was 7. The judge looked directly at me and asked me, who do you want to live with? 7. These kids is about 6, 7, as you're going to say. You can ask them right now, do you want this to be your daddy? Do you want to spend time with your daddy? Or he can just go to court and just fight for custody of his children, or relinquish all his rights altogether. Is that what he's doing? Is he relinquishing all of his rights? If he's relinquishing all of his rights, why do we have to have a talk about what rights he has and all this stuff like that? We know he has no rights. He's going to surrender them. Oh, I'm very healed, Trey. Thank you for the hug, though. I love me a hug a day, baby. I actually need 5, so I got 4 more to go. Appreciate you, boo. But this is like real life stuff. Like, what are you talking about, man? So you trying to make stories and not knowing that these are some people's actual story. And yours is not making sense to the truth. Like, by all means, if you want to be with a man that denounces his children, that's on you, sis. But I would tell you, don't get pregnant by him. Because right now, he's people pleasing you until the next person comes along he prefers to please over you. One of these days, the person he gonna prefer to please over you is gonna be himself. Hell, he might have a baby by you and denounce you, ma'am. Take you to court for custody for your kid. But you're going to sit here, I bet you sit here, watch this video, block me. Block everybody in my chat because they might be agreeing with me or not. Because we the problem. When we sit here just trying to give you some common sense reality of what could potentially happen down the line, why do you need to wait? Let him have the relationship with the kids right now. When the kids get older and they are old enough to decide, I don't no longer want to have a relationship with you, that's between the kids. Because guess what? When you got older with your daddy, you decided, I don't really want to have a relationship with you. Oh, you know what? I kind of want to have a relationship with you right now. Let's work on it. I don't know if he don't want the relationship. I think he don't want to lose Ashley. Because he had the relationship all the way up until he went on this show. He went on this show in good faith that he would find him a relationship. He found him a relationship and he ditched the ones that's been there already. You know why it's been there? Because he's been looking from the outside in all this time. A person that don't want a relationship with these people, you don't spend 6, 7 years looking on the outside in, trying to sit here and wonder why I don't have rights. I don't have no say in none of these things. Watching this lady go on about her way with another woman as she's supposed to, because that's what she wanted, and you were just the donor for it. If you're so far removed from the situation, you so far detached, I don't have to ask any questions about what's going on because it's none of my business no more. I gave up all the rights. I gave my seed. Y'all asked for a gift. I gave you a gift. I'm gifting children. Remember Jeffrey? I know when in Rome gonna snap if I bring her up, but y'all remember Jeffrey? He gifting children. Now you want to go to the court and take the gift back. What did the court say about gifts? They gifts, baby. Get out my face. Get out my courtroom with this. Why do I go to court from something that I don't want to have a relationship with? Only reason I don't want to have a relationship with now because somebody is in my life saying, don't have a relationship. You were happily wearing the dad t-shirts. You were happily taking pictures and teaching them how to walk, potty training them, doing all of these things with them. You were taking them to pumpkin patches, sitting under the tree with them, got the dog playing with them. You were wearing matching pajamas. You don't want a relationship with these people anymore. Why? Because this woman came into your life? If y'all want to sit here and that's the case, tell the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. I don't want a man with kids. He left them kids alone for me. You be the bad guy for 15 minutes. You get a lot of flack. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? You standing on yours. It's your life. We leave you the heck alone. You know why? Because we do it with everybody else. When people come out and say, this is what I signed up for, this is what I want, F y'all, it is what it is. We say, okay. There's going to be a few people that's going to struggle along and hate that you standing on yours, but eventually they're going to say, okay. Let me read this super chat real quick and appreciate you for the super chat, Nola, darling. You know, she says she was forced to acknowledge her own blood, but she's going to accept his children from their donor mother. But she's going to accept his children from their donor mother. Lies. Ask him to sign over his rights. Hello. Sign him. Sign him. Because this conversation could have been about a good 30 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you the story that he gave me. But right now, where we stand right now, we are in court. So he can go ahead and sign his rights over. And, you know, we just going to cash her out. Good luck to that lady. If you want to keep disrespecting her, good luck to that lady and them kids. But anywho, like I said, I got some other things to do today. I'm going to say this, Ashley, when you write that book, make sure you write an apology up in there to Storytime with Ricky. Make sure you tell her, I am sorry for disrespecting you, ma'am. Because I see now that you were doing nothing but trying to look out for me. Just go ahead and tell her you sorry. And unblock all the people that you block behind this foolishness. You know what I'm saying? When you write that book, just go ahead. Just dedicate a little section up in there. Just a little section up in there for her. You know? What you say, Golden? Because they saying something. Let me read with some of your comments real quick. Let me go back up and read some of your comments before I get out of here. Because I'm not trying to ignore y'all. Y'all know. Sometimes I get on the rat and I can't multitask. Let me go back up. Let me see. To act like people are just nosy and hating versus genuine concern is for innocent kids is crazy. Exactly. You know, exactly. It's nuts. It's nuts. He wants a place to live again. Because you know it's hard to get a place with evictions on your thing, okay, baby. Once especially once it's 2 or 3 of them. Child, he about to be back at home with his mama, and he don't want that. Hence, he don't want the relationship with his kids. Otherwise, he wouldn't abandon them. Facts. It shouldn't be no easy. It shouldn't be over nobody. I'm sorry, you shouldn't abandon your kids over nobody, but I understand. People do it. People got addictions. People got addictions that trump their kids sometimes. It's sad but true. Just sign over your rights. As much as my biological wants to sit here and fuss about my auntie taking in me and my brother, I know in the back of her mind she's thankful because we're still in proximity of her. She could still see us from time to time. She might not get that respect as being somebody's mama because unfortunately for her, she didn't raise us, but she could still see us. She could still see her kids grow. I know she loves that. I know she loves that fact. I know for a fact she loves that fact. But her addiction tells her other things from time to time. Her addiction makes her mad at my auntie for stepping in and helping her. She blames, it's just like this Ashley situation. She blamed my grandmother and my auntie saying that they plotted on her when they did nothing but make sure that her kids stay close to her. Some people just suffer from an addiction that is just hard to explain and hard to get off of. I'm not sure what Tyler's addiction is. Ashley, she addicted to liars. Y'all tell Ashley a lie, she ain't gonna say nothing to you. She ain't gonna say nothing. She gonna actually love you. She gonna love the dog out of you, okay? She ain't gonna say nothing. You said it's the toxic woman ego to say I'm better than her and he won't treat me like that, or I'm too smart for this. It won't happen to me, child. That ego is something precious. That ego will have you betray yourself so fast. That ego will have you out downright addicted to dumbass stuff. That ego will jeopardize your whole life. Y'all got to put that ego in check sometime, babes. That ego will hurt you. And yep, you're right. He might have wanted them kids, but he definitely chose Ashley over it. He definitely does want the relationship with Ashley more so than anything. I know. That's why, hopefully when in Rome is out the way, but because she gonna come for me. She gonna come for me over there. But we out here gifting kids. We all thought this was some crazy stuff that you just gifting kids, but obviously this is a new wave of life right now, okay? Because now we got men and women gifting kids, baby. Gifting donations, okay? They are out here. I did not know that the world has turned into gifting kids and donating them, okay? Who would have known? If you want a kid, sign up for the donation list. It's going to be at the end of this live. There's going to be a donation sign up sheet. Y'all sign up there. You want a kid, we're going to get you a kid. We're going to get somebody to gift you a kid. If not, we're going to see if they can just donate it, okay? I don't know which one is better. I think if you get it as a gift, you don't have to go through all the court and legal stuff. But if you want to try to have some child support behind it, you might want to take the donation, okay? Because it sounds like donations might be able to come with some legal proximities that might give you some revenue at the end. You might get a little money behind it. You might get a little sponsorship behind it. So you might want to go the donation route. But if you get it as a gift, the one thing you can say for sure is that they can't take it back. They can't take it back. They can't go to court. If you gift the kid, they can't go to court. Now, if you are a lady trying to gift a man a kid, you might get stuck with the gift. So you better hope that you got a gift that you like, that a gift that you can keep. That's my number one rule. I like to buy people gifts that I would keep just in case they don't like it. Because that man may leave you with that gift. That's all I'm going to tell you, okay? Y'all be careful out there. Now, while y'all gifting and donating, be careful. And see, while you're donating, see if it's a write-off. Put it on your taxes. See if you can put it on your taxes. See if donating kids can be placed on your taxes. I should call my auntie right now because she does accounting and she's a tax paralegal. So I wonder, I'm gonna have to ask her, can I donate some kids? Because technically I got some eggs right now. I can't technically have none, but I do got eggs. So maybe I can donate these eggs and put it as a tax write-off under tax credit, okay? I'm just trying to see. Yes, the opening of the book need to be dedicated to Ricky. This one is to Ricky, girl. You tried to warn me, girl, but I didn't listen. But I got it by the end of this book. Just go ahead and read through it, girl. Okay? Shout out to you. Okay? Child. Yep. Child, they I don't know what the issue is, but clearly we ain't got a right mind. Exactly. You know what? Shout out to them. Shout out to my family for being good people. I'm glad I am in the family, you know. What God takes away, he blessed with more. So, you know, I ain't never had to fear nothing. But hey. You really feeling it's my Netflix hat, baby. This is my Netflix. I was about to wear my Cat Williams jersey too. Okay. I was about to wear the Cat Williams jersey because I was like, the truth need to be brought out here. All right. I was about to have my jersey on, my cat jersey on, but my daughter was like, nah, don't put that one on. So I had put this one on. So it say power to the, but I ain't gonna show y'all the rest because I don't want to be demonetized. And you know, the people might already come after me. The people might already come after me for the fact that then I had to come at their podcast like that. But shout out to them. Okay, shout out to Nick Val's podcast for securing this interview for us to sit here and watch. I know that this interview was shot prior to the reunion. I think it was shot a little while ago. So it was shot. But I think a lot of these things had came out because, of course, you know, there's some other parts in there I didn't mention that she did talk about how, you know, people can dock receipts and all this stuff that she claims that Storytime with Ricky docked the receipts that the girl that came out and said that he was texting them while he was still living with Ashley or whatever and stuff. It's convenient. It's convenient that this girl would text something that he needed. He needed a place to stay because y'all was living together or whatnot, and he ain't had nowhere else to live, and you was mad. But yeah, maybe we don't know. Like she said, we don't know. We don't know half the stuff. We don't know half the stuff. You know, nobody knows more than she knows because she's right there listening to the lies firsthand. We getting secondhand lies. So unlike Marissa, I'm not about to take the secondhand lies and run with them, okay? She getting firsthand lies. I'm getting secondhand lies. So I'm just trying to piece all the parts of the lies together. Like I said, I heard from Deshaun, I heard from Bree, now I heard from Ashley. All I have to do now is hear from Tyler. Tyler, when you're ready to come forth, I'll be here ready to listen and break that down too. But as the record stands right now, here's my summary of the whole truth. Tyler and Bri was good friends, a little closer than most. They used to do some things on the weekends. Tyler had a fiance at one time. Bri had a fiance at one time. They got married over here. Tyler and his fiance did not get married. The reason why Tyler and his fiance did not get married is because eventually she found out that Tyler was the actual donor quote unquote, as everybody wants to put it, but actual donated his seed to this married couple over here. Not only that, Tyler was into some freaky stuff. Okay. He didn't disclose his information. The girl had went on about her way. She had let it be known out there on her Facebook. The secondhand information I didn't go see, so don't quote me. Okay, I'm not no journalist. I didn't go deep dive. This is what I heard. Okay, since everybody talking about what they heard and they want to believe it as true, Ashley. Okay, from what I heard, I want to believe it as true. The lady had put on her thing about Tyler on the Facebooks and disclosed why she no longer wants to be married with him. Meanwhile, over here, Bri and the wife, Deshawn, is trying to figure out how Bri got pregnant with the baby when they tried the turkey baster twice and it didn't work. But Deshawn was out of town when Bri got pregnant, and when she came back, she like, girl, how you get pregnant when I was gone or whatever? It don't make no sense. Okay, because who helped you with this whole thing? It turns into a little ugly back and forth. It is what it is. The relationship starts going downhill. As the relation goes downhill, it doesn't matter. Bri is now pregnant. She's having this baby. Deshawn say, you know what? I'm going to give it one more go. I'm going to come back, signs the paperwork of the baby. Something still goes awry in this relationship. You know, this is the part that gets a little tricky. So I don't really know who to believe in this part. Deshawn says that Tyler pushed her out. Bri says that Deshawn left. Tyler hasn't said anything yet. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know. You know, I don't know. Some way or another, Deshawn decides to leave. Deshawn leaves. Tyler steps up. Tyler helps Bri fight in the court case to get full custody of the first baby after divorce. But before divorce is even finalized, Bri is now pregnant with baby 2 and 3. How? I guess the turkey baster still works. I don't know. Maybe the old sperm is still good. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But according to Bri, she say this was a natural, good old fashioned way. You know what I'm saying? Regular injection. I don't know. She could be lying. She could have used a turkey baster again. I really don't know. But at this point, it sounds like legally right that it was, some wild nights. We was a little drunk. He was living in the house with me because he was living in the house with her, you know? So he living in the house. Now, this is what I'm choosing to believe. He living in the house. They mess around a couple times. You know, they want to say one. I say a couple because a lot of times if I'm living with somebody and the D is available and I'm walking around naked, it ain't about to be no one time. Okay, so it is what it is. Bri like a little D on the side. Who don't? All right. Only the straight men don't. All right. At this point, only straight men don't like a little D on the side. Like, child, I like it on the side, the front, the back. I told y'all, I like D. Okay. I understand, girl. Bri, I understand. Little D never hurt nobody. Now, I'm also aware that I'm on the opposite spectrum of Bri. I like a little P on the side, you know, so I get you, girl. I get you. Now, will I admit that to everybody? I have now, but you know, I get it. Will I be with a woman fully? No. If I'm gonna be with a woman, we got a whole we in a whole relationship with a man. So you know, I get you, girl. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. She don't want everybody to know that she like a little P on the side. It is what it is. That's neither here nor there. She had a little P on the side. She got 2 more babies. She say, you know what? I still don't like the P enough to just stay with you. I just really like women because it's kind of hard to see you in a dress. And I like my women's in a dress. So it's like, it's not going to work for Tyler. Tyler, I need you to get out because I need space. I need space for the new woman I got. You know what I'm saying? When the new woman come, you know, it is what it is. He got to go. The new woman might not want him around. You know, it's like, hey, what's all this and stuff? He got to find him a place to live. And the man don't find a place to live. He gets kicked out of places he lives. I don't know. That's what the paper said. I didn't see the paper firsthand, but the paper was on the screen. The paper said he got kicked out. You got kicked out. Now, is it his? Would he just sign a lease for somebody else and somebody else got kicked out? Could be. I really don't know. Okay, this is what I'm choosing to believe. However, we move along. They still friends. Time has gone by. He's been here playing Uncle Daddy this whole time, okay? One day he's an uncle, one day he's a daddy. The kids got to keep up. That's on the kids. I can't keep up. They got to keep up. That's their daddy, uncle daddy. All right? So the days that he's playing daddy, everything's good. The plays that he's playing uncle, everything's great. So they have to keep up with that part. That's the kid's job, not mine. Later on, he say, show come around. Good idea. Find me a room and board for a couple of months. Let me try out. Let me see if I can get on the show. Get picked for a show. Show comes along. He talks to Bri. Bri shows text messages. Okay, this is later on though. She shows text messages. Those could be doctored now. They can be doctored. I don't know. I did not do a verified check of the text messages. So do not quote me on this, okay? But the text messages say, hey, are you there yet? He say, no, not yet. So Bri is telling us in her story, verified prior, because I've seen this, it's her saying this part, is that she was okay with him going on the show. Because she said, I want to be with the women's. You should be able to find you a woman too. So we all can be happy and we could play Uncle Daddy sometimes or whatever the case may be. You can come over and visit kids, dress up with them on the holidays. You know how you like to do with all your friends' kids. You dress up on the holidays with them. You come all around and we all play dress up. It's not everybody's thing, but apparently in their community, that's what they do. He go to all the friends' house. He dresses up like all the kids. It's kind of weird, but that's what he do. Hey, do you? He go on the show. Bryce totally supports it. Hey, we and the kids is happy for you. Go do your thing. Hope you find you love. Find love. Let us report back. Let us know what it is. Birthday come around while in the pods. Happy birthday, Daddy. Hey, happy birthday to me. Everybody's happy. Okay, get out the pods. Don't have a phone for a while. Brian's like, what's going on? Haven't heard from you. Okay. It is what it is. They don't get phones. They get back to the real world. Communication starts back up. Text messages shows communication starts back up. They talking again. All right. They're back talking. Brian's like, hey, when you gonna get to see the kids? Oh, we're still filming. I don't know. I don't like the way that we filming. We got to do all of this all the time. And they got us 24/7 doing all these things, but I'm going to get back to you. I'm going to let you know. All of a sudden, he go MIA. Brian like, what's good? Where you been? Where you at? Talk to me. Hello? Hello? Is this phone disconnected? Hello? 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 He like, oh, can't talk to you. Talk to you when I talk to you. So now Brian's like, what's going on? I thought we was cool. Thought we was best friends. Thought everything was good. Brian say in January, I ain't heard from you. Well, I'm going to put you on child support. See if you're still alive. Maybe they find you. Maybe the courts will find you. Okay. I don't know what's going on. He just MIA and I need money. Put him on child support. Shoot, the bills don't stop, baby. Just because you do, the bills don't stop. So she put him on child support. Meanwhile, he's on the show. He's loving. He got his new relationship. He's, in heavenly bliss. They taking trips. They going all these places. And sometimes when you go take a trip, phone service don't work where you at. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You didn't pay for the international travels. You can't talk to your kids when you over there. So it is what it is. It was just an honest mistake on his part. But now he got child support. All right. You missed a few calls because he was overseas living in his honeymoon when he should have communicated, but he didn't. So now he got child support. Child support is on him. And there's that. Okay. We get down to show air. Show airs. Scene comes up. He say, I was donating kids to the people. Because that's what I do. Good Samaritans. We donate kids to the people. We just gift babies and donate kids. I don't know. That's the new thing that's out here. I was part of the new wave. I donated the kids to the people. The people got the kids. All right. The people mad. They ain't got the kids. Story time with Ricky come out. She sit there and drop some bombs. Hey, you got some evictions on you. And guess what? Baby mama is not too happy about the fact that you donated kids. And you donated the kids without paying your monthly subscription to the donation. I don't know how these donations work. I guess you pay an annual fee. Sometimes you got to be in certain clubs, you got to pay an annual fee. It's a membership fee. I don't know. I used to work for a private club. I know that they had a large fee, and then sometimes you got to pay for the food and the drinks too. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know how all these things work. I'm just reporting back from what I heard secondhand and what I choose to believe. I believe Storytime with Ricky did her job as she usually do every single season. Some stuff came out. Was it true or not? It seems true because she generally does a thorough check. She asked the girl for the receipts. The girl showed her receipts. The numbers matched up to the numbers that the grandma had. Grandma was like, I don't know why I got to take down the pictures. I don't know. Nobody told me I was supposed to take down the pictures. They should have told me that I was supposed to take down the pictures. I could have did the lie too, but nobody included me in the lie, so I'm not about to lie. Here we are. Now we get to the reunion. Everybody mad at Tyler, but Ashley, I don't know why y'all mad at him, because I made him get on TV because he wasn't going to get on TV in the first place and talk to it. So y'all be mad at me now. So this is where we at. We are now mad at Ashley. Okay. I have did a full rundown of what I choose to believe happened in this whole situation. Out of this whole situation, the poor babies is the ones who's going to be most affected by it. Do any of these adults give a damn? It don't look like it. At the end of this whole story, Ashley is going to blame everybody but Ashley and Tyler. Let me see if I wrote down the minute mark so y'all can go to the minute mark and hear for yourselves, where she basically said that the twins was part of the blame too. Oh, I didn't write that down. I should have wrote that part down. I didn't write that one down. I think by that time I was just tired of all this crap. But anyways, I hope y'all like that whole finished rundown of the whole thing, because that's what I got out of it. I got to go to this place before they close at 6 o'clock or whatever and stuff, so I can pick up these things for my bar tomorrow, because I got things to do. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed this live. I'm sorry it was very long. I may try to chop this up and clip it up for y'all. I don't know. I may not. You know, I'm not promising nothing. I am not Tyler. I'm not promising crap. Okay. You know, sue me. All right. I don't know, Trey. I don't know how the donations work. You know what I'm saying? I might have lost some donations along the way myself. You feel me? So, I hope that I hope that it helps y'all with the math, because the new math is confusing to me. I am still learning the new math. I don't know how it adds up and the subtractions and multiplies and divides. I really don't know. When you used to be able to do everything in the parentheses first and you no longer do that first. I don't know. Okay. I now see why I'm going back to geometry, because geometry got a little bit easier. Algebra used to be my thing. Algebra literally used to be my thing. But see, I think I'm going to go to geometry because geometry got a little bit easier. At this part, I might go to calculus because, shoot, I'll just put it in a calculator and let the calculator figure it out, because that's how it's turning out now. You just put this stuff in the damn thing and let it figure it itself out. But I'm going to tell y'all this much. I done turned my boat back around. I'm back docked. I done wrapped my stuff back up. My sail is down. Okay. I turned the engine off. I got a power boat and a sailboat. Everything is down. Everything is back docked. I done unloaded the whole thing. I tied it up for the night. Ashley going to have to swim out there in the ocean of delusion by herself, child. I'm not doing it with her no more. I'm not. I don't want to be Delulu, Ashley, okay? And shout out to Doechii, okay? She wrote Alligator Bites Never Heal, and there's a song on there, Denial is a River. Ashley, you might want to listen to that song, baby, because I think that song might be for you in a little bit. That song might be for you in a little bit. Now, granted, some parts of the song that she found out the other woman was a man, but that's neither here nor there. It could be, though, because he was into some freaky stuff. I'm not really sure how freaky his stuff is, but hey, just listen to the song. It might be for you. Shout out to Doechii. You know what I'm saying? Go listen to it. You might want to check out. I'm going to make you a playlist. That's what I'm going to do. While you out there and lost at sea, I'm going to make you a playlist. Okay. The people in TikTok already put Beyonce, me, myself, and I. Because that definitely explains you now got the 3 kids living in your home. I'm going to add on to that playlist, Denial is a River by Doechii. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in the comments, y'all leave a comment below, okay? Leave a comment down for me. Y'all watching on the replay, leave a comment for me. What song we need to add to Ashley's Drowning playlist, okay? As she is going down, matter of fact, we're going to put that, Mary J. Blige, I'm Going Down. That's going to be on there for number 1. as she is going down, she might want to listen to a little tunes as she go down. We're going to try to at least give her a nice little send-off package. We don't want her just go down just, with nothing in silence, okay? We're going to give her a little send-off package. So the package is going to be a nice little bouquet of songs that just fit in for Ashley, okay? So, we're going to give her, yes, a sliding down the wall mixtape. That's what she need, a sliding down the wall mixtape. This actually is just getting drowned by the mermaid called Tyler, who is taking you down with him. Okay, he is a mermaid. He is taking you down with him, ma'am. Next time, don't listen to the things out in the ocean that call to you. Okay, this is for all my fishermen out there. When you hear the beautiful sound of things and you see this glorious face, it's not real. Don't fall for it. They pull you over and they take you under. Ashley is going down. She needs a playlist on her way down. So y'all leave a comment down below. Let her know what songs y'all would like her to listen to as she is sliding down these waterfalls under the ocean, okay? Matter of fact, waterfalls, is that one good enough for her? Well, it's a little too late. She done chased the waterfall and then drowned in it. So no, that one ain't good for her. We're gonna figure it out, okay? No. That's a bit early. That song is a bit early. She ain't quite there yet. Well, you know what? She might be there for a few people. She might be there for, that might be her dedication to story time for Ricky, and the dedication to Bride, and a dedication to the grandma. That might be her dedication out to other people. But that one, she's not quite in that space right now. Okay. Why do Fool for Love? And another song we need to put on there. What was Eve's song? Eve, damn, it was in my head earlier when I was making this thing. Love is Blind. We definitely need to put Eve's Love is Blind on there. Okay, we got to put that one on there because, sis, whatever. We're gonna make a delusional playlist for her. But I'm gonna check y'all later. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go because this today has just been a whole daggone mess and stuff. I don't know. I know y'all tired of the story. Y'all heard it on about 11 other channels and stuff. But I do appreciate you all for being here with me today, doing this long ass live, trying to break down all of these lies that Ashley decided to tell us. Okay, appreciate y'all. Love y'all so much. I don't know what to leave y'all with because, you know what? I'm just gonna leave y'all what they should have did in the beginning. They should have just left out like this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry!